Hello! I'm gonna be telling you today some self-defense tips, 3 of them actually, just in case you ever need to defend yourself against, well, the Dino Nuggie, maybe, I don't know. It could be anyone, but we'll be using Mr. Rogue here to see what exactly these tips do. First off, you can scream at them using this chicken. That's one way. Way number 2. You see this knife. Take the knife. Do some crazy moves. And then, intimidated, they won't be ready when you're doing your cool moves. Right in there. That's number 2. Number 3. This is what I like to call the dual Febreze move. Now, this is a dangerous one, perhaps the best. You whip out the double cans. Shake him up, get him nice and ready. And then you gotta spray. And you don't stop. I don't want to waste all the Febreze, but that's number 3. The dual Febreze. Ain't that right? Ain't that right? You're welcome today for this wonderful tutorial of my own making. 3 different ways to defend yourself. Hello, everyone. Sans Dog Rogue number 2. Welcome in. I will need to set up the code for the shouting. You are correct, Rogue Huckster. I will get that going now that I have finished my introduction. Very helpful introduction today. Gonna change the whole world with a kind of introduction like this. Let me get the code running. So if you don't know, you can shout, but we have changed it this time around so that now you can shout once every 30 minutes if you're not a mod. Our mods have so much power here. But if you are not a mod, you can...
Huckster has something very
yes, what do you have to say?
Can you do that into the mic with the chicken?
Oh. Well, you probably don't want that to happen, man, but okay. I'll try it. I mean... okay, guys, this is not gonna be good. This is not... This is not... I can't hold the chicken for very long. I'm gonna make it louder, okay? But I'm trying to, like, hold the chicken in place. Okay, just... He's trying to let loose. Hey... Okay, we're gonna unleash the chicken, guys. I would highly suggest, maybe lowering your volume. That was not that was brought to you by chicken. I don't know what to say after that one. That was something else, wasn't it? That was just crazy. I don't know how loud that was. I wasn't here for that. Alright, I'm putting the chicken away for now. Just finished. I see your chat saying that you just finished Undertale Yellow. Well, I have no idea what Undertale Yellow is, but I'm guessing that's a good accomplishment. I'll probably play... I know that there's a lot of Undertale fan games. I'll probably play some at some point, but not today, because today we are playing the Stanley Parable. For the first time ever. I am doing the Stanley Parable. It's another game on the... I turned it up a little bit, yeah. It's up. I turned it down because of the music, so now I turned it up, yes. That's why I was having to hold the chicken, you know, to make sure that the chicken talk. But yeah, we're gonna be doing the Stanley Parable today.
Shut up, Jack Elus.
Yep.
Huckster has something very important to say.
It interrupt me.
Stanley.
Yep, that's a very helpful to say. But we're still playing PlayStation Plus games, so you can see this 9 out of 700 that I'm wiggling around. That 9 out of 700 is how many games. Listen, I've turned it up. Like, you can't just say, keep going louder. Like, if I keep going louder, it's gonna like, explode. Like, there we go. Negative 1.5 now is what you get. Negative 1.5. Excuse me for that one. This is going to be game number 9 out of 700 or so out of the PlayStation Plus. And that's going to be our plan today, is to do Stanley Parable. I do not plan on playing through any other games today. I think the Stanley Parable will take up the whole stream, but we will see. I got it ready.
Shut up, Jack Elus.
Yep.
Huckster has something very important to say.
What?
Testing volume yo SKRRT yo mama sens.
That is very good. That, just music to my ears. I don't know about your ears, but definitely music to mine. I want to show you a highlight, though. I also found this game on PlayStation Plus. Need for Speed. This looks fun. And I go in with a racing theme. So, Mud Runner is also here. Wow. Crazy. But today, we will be doing the Stanley Parable. And that's what we're going to run through. Another PlayStation Plus game that will get off the list. This one might actually take multiple streams. I think I'm going to want to play through all of this. We'll see how long it takes me. I was looking up, how long it takes, and it seems completely dependent upon how in-depth you go. So, we'll see how long it takes. But we are going to be doing this today. I'm excited. The world is excited. Nobody has ever been this excited before. And a little known fact, if you know who Doug is, great YouTuber who produces some of the best content out there, his brother made this. So, I want to get the Doug somehow, and if this is the way I get the Doug, then so be it. No subtitles, please. I do not need... Okay, probably keep the subtitles on. We should probably keep the subtitles on, even though I will ignore all of them, Gotta support Doug's brother, with a small indie game that definitely doesn't have, millions of players. Small indie game. No, I have not. I was just about to press yes. That would have been awful. Doug Brawl Star? I don't think he's done anything with Brawl Stars. His name is Doug. Like, two Dougs. He's got a pepper logo. He's a great YouTuber. I love him so much, so deeply. Not, in a weird way. Just very deeply. Okay, the computer. I can see it, but, I'll call it there. I'll move my webcam if I'm blocking anything. The current time. 8:09 p.m., please. Thank you. Nope, 8:10. It switched on me. That is how time works, Confirm. This'll be fun. Oh, Toughat. Yo, you probably can't watch the stream tonight? Well, thank you, Toughat, for showing up. I appreciate it. Can't come to every stream, but I really appreciate you being here and showing up. Stanley Parable. I don't know basically anything about this game. You can see right there, settings, begin the game, whatever. If I keep blocking stuff, I'll move myself, but I don't know anything about the Stanley Parable. It's just a famous game, so I would like to see what happens. That is my goal in life. Press
This
X.
is the story of a man named Stanley.
Stanley?
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427.
That's very close to 420. He was 7 off.
427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard.
It's a very good job. That's basically my job.
Desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year.
This is totally
And
just
although
me.
Others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job.
This kind of is reminding me of Severance, which I
Shut up,
haven't
Jack
even
Elus.
seen. Oh,
Juggernaut Boy has something very important to say.
Juggernaut Boy.
And
Eh?
then one
Hello,
day,
Jack
something
Elus.
very peculiar happened.
Hello,
Something
Juggernaut
that
Boy.
would forever
Welcome.
change Stanley. something he would never quite forget.
What?
He had been at his desk for nearly an hour
Yeah,
when he
this is a nice
realized
voice,
that
by
not
the way.
one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi.
Hi.
Never in all his years at the company had this happened. This complete isolation.
Is that where our story
Something
begins?
was very clearly wrong.
I think this
Shocked,
seems like
frozen solid.
a plus.
Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got
Oh,
up from
we're
his desk
moving.
and
Okay,
stepped
game
out
really
of his
begins
office.
now. Now it begins. Stanley Parable. Yeah! This is kind of weird. We're kind of wonky, you know? We move around. Okay, do anything? I want the coffee. What does that say? I hate Mondays? True! You know, today's a Monday, actually, so... But today was a good Monday because it was a holiday here in the Americas. I don't know if it's worldwide or not. Where...
All of his co-workers were gone.
What could it
What could it mean?
What could it
Stanley
mean?
decided to go to the meeting
That's the
room.
question.
Perhaps
I would
he
like to
simply
shove
missed a
something in
memo.
that pencil sharpener,
No matter
and
how
it's
hard
probably a
Stanley
pencil.
looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Who farted? Good mug? Good mugs? What does that one say? Number one dad? Listen, not everybody can be the number one dad. 437. That title is reserved for me and me only. We got some papers. Can't open any of these doors. Why are there so many mugs? Be my Valentine. It's almost Valentine's Day. This is very on theme. Who farted? These people got the same mugs? The same mugs? That's... What about this one? Who fart? 3 people have the same mugs! There's something weird going on in this office, I think. What does that say? What does that say? Does it just say... A few! What does it say? Okay, I can't figure out where that's a mystery that nobody's solved yet. I hate Mondays? Man, these mugs. If I got a mug and I could say anything, I'd probably say, wait one moment! I've played this before! You're right, Juggernaut! I remember this! I think I might have played this in Little Big Planet. Which,
When
you know, I
Stanley
haven't
came to a
actually
set of
played the
2
Stanley
open
Parable,
doors,
but
he entered the door on his
this
left.
does seem familiar. I think I did a Little Big Planet version of this. And Little Big Planet, as we know, is very accurate. Now that I think about it, so basically I'm a professional. I don't remember which... I wasn't paying attention, now I don't remember which door he told me to go through. I'm gonna go right, because
This
right's
was
a better
not the
door.
correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Yes. Into the employee lounge. I would like to admire it. It's a very nice lounge, I bet. Yes, I have definitely done this.
Yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been
delicious.
worth the detour after all, just to spend a
You
few
got some
moments
Fanta in
in
here?
this immaculate, beautifully constructed room.
Coffee?
Stanley simply
Coffee
stood here,
nut?
drinking it all in.
Alright. That's good enough. What does this say? I bet it's I hate Mondays. What does that say? Number one dad? We're never gonna figure out what that other coffee mug
Yes,
said.
Really, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
You know, as much as I want to keep admiring all of this stuff and follow what the narrator's telling me, I'm going straight.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
True. I actually haven't worked a day in my life. It's just been an AI version of me. This is the first day I actually came in person. There's a lot going on here. Do not jump from the cargo lift while it is in motion. Will cause death. I don't know. I think I could survive that, you know. Oh my goodness. Okay, I went a little bit too close to the edge. As much as I think I could survive that, I don't think I really should jump down. But, like, in real life, I'm very nimble. I could make that jump. I could make it. Without any problem. What's in this door? Nothing? Okay, I'm going on then. Penalty for misuse of cargo. $1,000?
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here.
I don't think we
I'm
have.
not your enemy, really, I'm not.
I get
realize
it.
that investing your trust in someone else
think I
can
can
be
make this
difficult,
jump?
but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time.
I can't actually
There's
jump,
someone
so...
you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration
buddy,
for others?
I wanted to know if I could do
Convinced that I've
parkour.
done something bad to happen to you?
It's not
I don't know how to
personal,
convince
you know.
of
I
this,
just
but
need it.
I really
Can
do
you
want
please?
to
I'm
help
trying to talk.
to
You're
show
trying
you
to talk
something
over me.
beautiful.
But
Look, let me prove it. Let me prove
Okay,
that I'm
fine.
on your side. Give me a chance.
this guy, man, I'm just trying to live my life here. You know, I'm going many different directions at many different speeds. You know. Warning: do not stand on this side of the fence. Well, you know. That's just how life works, I guess. What is in here? Fragile. That was a bad joke. That joke never been repeated before in my life. 285. Nope, 2B5.
Now
That
listen carefully. This
Ah,
is important.
blue
Stanley
door,
walked
right?
through the red door.
How about I just walk through this door? You know, Mr. Narrator, as much as your accent reminds me of like a warm, loving coffee in the middle of the evening, you know, I like the color blue more than I do red. Although I kind of like this red more than I do this blue. But generally speaking, I like the blue more than the red. And honestly,
Aha.
You know-
Perhaps you misunderstood.
Really?
Stanley walked through the red door.
no, I said I walked through the blue door. Okay, you can't control me forever, man.
still don't think we're
I'm the puppet
communicating
master here. Oh,
Stanley walked through the red door.
door. You're having a conniption,
All
man.
right, fine. Go
It's
ahead,
fine.
Stanley. You want to know so badly what's
Yes,
out
I
there? You
do.
want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen?
Yep.
Well, don't let me stop you. You see? There's nothing here.
I think there
I
is
haven't
something.
even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place.
Well, then you shouldn't have given me the
rooms,
choice of blue. You
exposed
should have put
developer
blue on the other
textures.
one.
Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically
If you
for
had
you?
just
Do you
put
not
blue
think I
on the
thought
other
I'd
door,
done that?
you shouldn't
I
have
did.
tried to color
And in the end,
coordinate
it was
them
all
because
for
that was
nothing,
what drew
because
me
this is
to the
what you
blue
wanted to
door.
see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange.
You elucidate?
unlawful
Shut up,
desires.
Jack.
That's
Ellis.
not a word,
Sans
you
the skeleton
know!
has something very important
What?
to say.
What did you want?
What does a French skeleton say in the morning to other
Skill
skeletons?
trees? Work
Bone
with me. You've given me
Jourl.
absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what. Let me take
Bone
a stab
Jourl?
in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some.
You distracted
feedback.
me from the narrator for a moment.
There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin.
Orange rooms are very cool. That is true. This is a very cool room. But, you know, yeah, I gotta go in the cool room. I mean, listen, I'm not following the narrator, not following the narrator.
Okay,
I'm
I'm
following
going to stop you
myself,
there.
my
Now,
thoughts.
tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here.
Okay. Yeah, I think it was pretty good. You know, I wouldn't say a 5 because I would have liked, like, maybe a few more choices, but a 4's
Okay,
good.
So we're getting somewhere.
Yeah.
Clearly, there's something here that speaks to you.
Can I get out of here?
If I can be honest here, I really don't have any idea where I'm going with this.
Me neither.
This whole third door thing was just a stab in the dark.
Well,
I
you
don't
know what
get
they
your
say
input,
about
so
stabbing in the
let's
dark.
keep this
It's not
party
that
train
easy to
rolling.
find your target.
Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be
Okay.
perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
Okay.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors?
That's
Again,
true.
Honest answers, please.
Hogarth? Oh my goodness. Oh, okay, that made me a little bit sick at first. A dead rat? How long does it take you to get to the correct door? You know, I didn't need this from you. I like motivation. What is that? I'm gonna go through the middle door. I think the middle door is a very nice door. I think the middle door is a nice door. Oh my goodness, what is happening? Okay, maybe don't go through the middle door. Oh my goodness, nope, nope. Okay, Stanley didn't prepare. Stanley? Stanley! Let me in, Stanley! Help! Wait a second, I'm Stanley! Stanley! Stanley, I did not prepare for this. I'm stuck in a room, Stanley. Stanley! Help! This is a dark place. This is a dark, lonely place. What am I supposed to do in here? Help me! Let me out! Wait, can I twerk? Oh, that's very good to know. Hello! Listen! I'm gonna glitch through this door soon. If you don't let me out, I will find a way. Well, am I stuck? Hello? Mr. Narrator? Sir? Listen, about our talks before, I know I started off, like, a little bit rude. But it was just because I ate some Cheetos earlier, and you know what they say, you know, those Cheetos make you extra spicy. And it's not my fault. It's not. It's just sometimes, you know, you eat a couple and then you feel like breaking the rules. If you let me out, I promise I will only follow your instructions. Help me! What do I do, Mr. Narrator? I think I might have lost. Yeah, Rogue, I think you might be right. Mr. Narrator? You know what, Mr. Narrator? This one, I'll give you this one, but I'm not going to give you a second one, alright?
All
Hello.
of his co-workers were gone.
Did
What
the
could
coffee
it
mugs
mean?
change? No.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
We're going again. We're going again. This time, it's going to be even better. That is an average Stanley. Oh, you're absolutely right.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Ha! You thought I was gonna do the normal door, didn't you, buddy? Stanley has a mind of his own. Stanley's gonna go out there and Stanley's gonna get, you know, he's gonna get some women, he's gonna get some money, he's gonna get some cars. Stanley has a life to go live. Not with you, buddy. I gotta check out the, wait, where'd the room go? Wait, one moment. Last time there was the employee, I guess, you know, Stanley, sometimes reality changes, ain't that right?
He wasn't fired years ago.
Stanley.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here.
Stanley?
I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not.
Should I go off again?
realize
That's
that
the question.
investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time.
I'm sorry, mister.
Someone you've been neglecting,
Listen.
Stanley.
I've done this once, but oh goodness! Okay, I actually didn't mean to jump. I was trying to get close to the edge. I guess I'm doing this now. Okay, maybe I shouldn't have tempted fate, you know. Listen, buddy, we've been over this. Okay, we've been over this. I don't need to hear it, you know, part 3, all right?
Something beautiful.
Buddy,
Prove it.
listen.
Let me prove that I'm on your side.
Listen,
Give me a
buddy.
chance.
You didn't paint the doors a
Now,
different
listen
color.
carefully, this is
Guess what
important.
I'm gonna choose?
Stanley
Guess what I'm
walked
gonna
through
choose,
the
buddy?
red door.
You switched. I told you already. If you switched the colors, it would have been fine. You didn't switch
Perhaps
the
you
colors.
misunderstood.
I am
Stanley
never gonna go
walked
through a red door. I'm not gonna go through a red door. I'm sorry about this, but I'm not gonna do it.
All right.
You give me a choice between blue and red. It's gonna be blue every single time. It is, and you can't change that. You can't.
Stop you. You see, there's nothing here. I haven't even
Well, I'm
finished
back.
building this section of the
I'm
map
back.
because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures.
Yes, it was what I
Is this what
needed.
you had wanted?
I remember
Was it worth
once in this
ruining the
room,
entire
I was
story
told a
I'd written
joke
specifically
about
for
Bonjour.
you? Do you not think I put
I remember that. Maybe you don't remember, but I remember
In the end, it
being
was
here.
all for nothing, because this is what you wanted to see.
This
Help
is.
me here,
It's
Stanley.
a
Help
nice wall.
elucidate this
Whoa,
strange and
128
unknowable
by
desires of
128.
yours.
Because that's
What
the
would
size
have
of
made
this
this
wall.
game better?
And I gotta be at least
Did you
6 inches,
want
because look at
some
my height.
vehicles,
I'm measuring
skill
myself.
trees? Work with me. You
These
give me
doors are
absolutely
huge. I am
nothing
not a
so
short
far.
man. I gotta be at
Tell you
least
what,
6
Let me
feet.
take a stab at
I think I
the
said
data
inches
you
before, but
designed,
you
and
know,
can give me some
feet and
feedback.
inches are not that far
There
off.
we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead
No.
of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a... Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version.
Okay.
Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices?
It did.
Feel free to
I
be
still like
honest.
it.
I'm looking for some real critical feedback
Yes,
here.
well this time, you know what? I'm gonna give you a 3. Because you know what? You ruined my game
of
last time.
course. A
Yes.
3.
Yes.
Really? Maybe next time we can get you to form an actual opinion, you know? Any level of critical thinking or engagement with your surroundings? Does that sound good? Think we can do that?
You
Yes?
can shut up, buddy. You can be quiet. I gave you a 4 last time, and then you ruined
based on
everything.
the data
You
from
you
your
trapped me in a
previous
room.
report, I've compared
Why would I
the
have given you a 4 this time? Because, you know, if that's the options that you're
I think
giving, it's
I've
not
knocked
that
it out of the
exciting.
park with this one.
You know, you're gonna lose a star or 2. I'm going back through. Right door.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking
You know,
through
buddy,
doors?
just because,
Again,
just to annoy
honest
you,
answers, please.
just to annoy you, I'm pressing the
Hey,
3
I nearly
again.
forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and
Yeah,
now
what?
would be a lovely opportunity.
Yes, I would
give
like
it
to
some
playtest the
playtesting.
game. Is it
You
Mario?
wouldn't mind taking a
Is
look
it
at it,
Super
would you?
Mario Odyssey
Perfect.
2? I've
Let me
been
boot it
waiting.
up.
I've been waiting. Okay.
In this game,
What?
the baby crawls left towards danger.
What
You
a
click the
beautiful
button to
baby.
move
I'm
back
gonna
to
name
the
it
right,
Herbert.
and if he
Herbert
reaches
the baby.
fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly
Okay,
confronting the demands
Herbert,
of family life.
you're
I think
gonna
the
make it out of
others
this
will
one, okay,
really
buddy?
take notice.
I'm gonna save
But
you,
of
don't
course,
worry.
the message of
Don't
the game
worry.
only
I
becomes
would never
clear
send a
once you've
baby
been
into a
playing it
fire
for
on
about
purpose.
4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective? Be sure to keep notes on your experience.
Guys, Herbert, it's nothing personal, Herbert, but I think you're gonna have to go, Herbert. Listen, it's nothing personal, but 4 hours is a very long time, and,
Shut up, Jack.
Oh, what's that? There's
Rogue
something
Huckster has
distracting.
something very important
What?
to say.
Oh, wait, what?
It does change.
What changes?
Heartless bastard. Did you
No,
do it because you
Herbert!
were babies or purely to spite me?
They got distracted, and Herbert died!
Be out of ideas.
No!
Don't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me.
Herbert!
I'm out. I'm done. It's over. Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable.
Thank you.
Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game? Just to ease the pain.
What?
Let's see. What do we have here?
Mario? Kart 10?
Yes.
Is that
This
humming,
seems like
or
it'll
is that...
work. Let's give it a
What
shot.
was that? I mean, it said humming, but I'm not certain that it was. Oh, hello.
Aha! Fascinating. What do you think this game is about, Stanley?
Well,
What's
it's
our
obviously
backstory?
about cleaning
What is
things in
our
the dishwasher.
motivation? Well, it seems obvious to me that you are meant to play as a
Chlortox?
spying on innocent civilians below you from up high in your creep tower.
This is a
Perhaps
good game.
for some sort of twisted erotic purpose.
Very possibly so, yes.
Yes, that must be it.
I do not
What a
disagree.
fascinating
The
venture into
singular
the
mind,
experience of total
the
mental
Patriots,
depravity.
the Birds
So
of
far, I
Wyoming.
love
Hey,
everything
George
about
Sinclair's
this
an
game,
actual
Stanley.
author.
And it seems there's even more.
Death Strikes at
Come,
2.
Let's venture outward.
Well,
and
you
see
know
what
it's
else
not
is
2
out
o'clock
there.
for me. Wow, that's a nice bed. Truck Alaska? I ain't in Alaska, yo. I know what Alaska looks like. This is not what Alaska looks like. This is an actual game? Very interesting. What's... I'm peeping! Is anyone down here? Anyone here to peep on? No? Okay. I'm gonna come peep on you down low. Down these stairs, I'm going to peep. Who wants to get peeped on, please? Who is down here?
Oh no. No, it can't be.
What? What, Mr. Narrator? Do you have something to say? Just say it to my face. Hello? Got some water? Got a nice jugular tube? I bet I could fit inside that tube. That was big.
It is. It's an open world game. Good God, quickly block it off.
Fuck what off?
Oh, thank goodness, Stanley. What a close
What?
call. You nearly wandered off into that thing. That big
Wait, there's a
open,
crack.
just wandering around, no right or wrong
There's a
directions.
crack.
No path to follow. You can just go in any...
What?
Oh, thank heavens.
What was that groaning?
We're out of the woods now, Stanley. Okay.
Wait, King,
I'm
how
going
are
to
you
get us
here?
out of here. Let's find another game. Preferably something with walls. Something
This
with
feels
nice, big,
like I'm Aaron
insurmountable
Yeager right now,
walls.
and I don't like it. Yeah, please bring me to another game, because I don't like this. I need to get out of these walls, you
I
know.
think this will be just
I feel
the
like I can fit through that, you know, like... Oh, okay. Good enough.
Wonderful. See, this is exactly what I had in mind. Just a nice big box for you to run around in. There isn't any possibility that you could get lost here. Now this is game design. Stanley, if you manage to get lost in this game, I will be phenomenally impressed.
Why
Okay, so what
are we in
exactly
Rocket
do you
League?
do here? Let's see.
Give me a
There are
car,
lots of
baby. I'm
cars here in the
flipping.
back, but
I'm
obviously
flipping
there's no
off all the
racetrack.
balls.
Okay, I'm seeing that there's a ball of some kind back here. Is this game sports ball?
It basically
Stanley,
is.
I think it's sports ball.
What is
Oh, what
this?
fun. We shall run the bases and do a touchdown together. Yes, I think sure.
What is
we
wrong
must.
with you? Have you
Okay,
never
Stanley,
have
here's
you
the ball.
never
Have fun.
seen a sport before? Oh yeah, baby. Oh, give me it. Oh yeah. Oh, I'm so gonna hit this. Watch this. This is what I call the Ronaldo. Baby, I'm coming in for the slide attack
Are
from
you
the
doing
left.
it? Are
This
you
is
winning?
all
this
Ronaldo
fun?
right here.
Is it better than my miserable little story that I worked so hard on?
Oh,
Stanley, I
I'm
have
gonna
a
pass
thing.
it to Messi.
And I realize I'm not a
Boom!
sportologist, but if
Wait.
one ball
Oh,
generates a certain
the setup,
amount of raw
the setup.
adrenal pleasure,
Boom!
then surely multiple
And now to
balls
finish
makes
as-
for an even more
I know only 2
euphoric
soccer
sports
players.
experience.
To finish
Okay,
as
try it out. Here comes another
wait,
ball.
wait, wait,
Yes.
wait.
Oh goodness, that
Wait.
really does feel amazing, doesn't
wait.
it?
Get
Stanley,
yes.
like a child
Go,
with infection.
go, get it
I
in,
simply
get it
have
in.
to
No,
have- I'm insatiable.
come on.
More balls.
I can't score 1 ball. Get in, get inside, get inside. Get no. Okay, fine. I'll score this ball. Oh, that's going straight for it. That's going straight for the goal. Here we go. This is just like the World Cup last year.
Are you enjoying this, Stanley? Are you having
It's
fun?
fine. Wait, the
Is
ball's
this
set
a
up.
real video game?
It's set up.
Well, I
Here we
sure hope
go.
You're having a good time because guess
In.
what? It's over.
It.
That's right. Your little fun comes to an end. This is my game, and what I say goes.
Shut up, Jack
You
Elus.
get to have
Rogue
fun when
Huckster
I
has
let
something
you,
very important to
Stanley.
say.
Besides,
The
you
defensive
need
machine
someone
is
like
so good
me
at
to
defense
set
he can't even
boundaries
score
for
in
you.
his own goal.
Without rules or boundaries, video games are nothing. Yes, that's what I am.
I am make
structure.
1 goal.
I
That
know
whole
success.
time, I am
Since
make
you decided
1
you didn't want to play
goal.
my game, now I don't want to play with you either. So goodbye, Stanley. I'm leaving. See how you like it when I'm not around to set the rules.
You know what?
Somehow,
I
don't
think you're the
you'll
one with the
enjoy it
problems
as
here.
much,
I don't
but
think
who knows?
Stanley's the one with the
You're an
problems.
inventive
You're the ones
kid,
with the
you'll come up
problem.
with something. After all, you're the one who knows best. Take care, Stanley.
Can you give me a ball before you go out? I need to score. I wonder what's... I mean, if I can't score a ball, I can at least score myself.
Hold on. What are you doing?
I just needed to score something, you know. I was having a sad day. I couldn't score the actual goal. Oh, ooh.
Stanley, don't do that. I can't follow you there. I can't help you. How will you write a story without me? You
Filing
can't do it. You
cabinets?
know that.
Filing. Oh, I said filing for some reason. Let's ignore that. Oh. Whoopsies. Well, who sprayed goo everywhere? Ew. Oh my goodness, somebody had a time in here. Holy moly. It is very dark too. Where's the lights? Somebody give me a neon filter because I need to see in this bad boy. Hello? This is pretty much where Stanley is most comfortable. I would say Stanley likes dark, kind of gooey places where he can hang out and just, you know, be himself. Hello? Is there a door? Light! Yo, what's up? Is that a... I thought that was like some weird baby, but it looks like if it was, it would be three-headed, and I'm not certain that it is a three-headed baby. Hello! Oh, 427, that's me. That's Stanley. Hello, Mr. Computer. I would like to push some buttons. Boop beep bop bop. Boop beep beep bop bop bop. Beep 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 boop. Sorry about that. Why is it so dark in here? Some people would ask. Well, I don't know. Why don't you ask the darkness police? Ha ha, wait, that was not funny. Is there anything else to do down here? Hello? Open up. Oh, okay. Well,
I wonder what he found.
Well, you could
What he
ask.
wanted
I
was to
tell
be the
you,
leading
if
man
you
in
wanted
his
to
own
be
story.
nice.
Well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is
Gotten
right
it?
now.
Gotten
I wonder
what?
If he's happy with his choice.
Yeah,
Will
pretty
he
much.
learn the heavy cost that comes with it.
No, I don't think
He'll
there was a
understand
cost.
soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me.
No.
Someone who will wrap everything up at the end to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world.
Yeah?
Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back.
You'll be back like
The
Batman?
end will be here soon. Very soon.
That sounds very
I
dramatic.
can wait.
Well, 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 back again. Guess who's back? Back again.
All of his
Stanley's
clothes
back.
were gone. What
Tell
could it
your
mean?
friends.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I'm back, baby. I'm back. I'm so back. I am ready to go. I am
When
ready
Stanley
to
came
cream.
a
Let's
set of
go,
two
baby.
open doors,
You
he
know what?
entered the door on his
Just
left.
for you, Mr. Narrator, you stop! Oh, I almost got you that time, didn't I? Oh, wait. Like I'm gonna go the right way,
Perhaps he
buddy.
wanted to stop by
You
the employee
thought.
lounge first,
You
just to
thought.
admire it.
And I said, no, no,
The
no.
lounge
Ain't
was
no way.
sublime,
That's a
a work of
cheeseburger.
art. But eager to get back to business,
I
Stanley
ain't never
took the
going through
first
that left
open
door.
on his
Never
left.
going through that left door. Hey, never.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Bye. Into the basement.
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office.
Nope.
He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now, in order to get back, he needed to go, from here, it's, left.
I feel like you might not know what you're talking about,
Oh,
sir.
no, it's to the right. My mistake.
You close the door on me one more time. I'm not gonna forgive you.
No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking? It's clearly... Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please?
Yeah, I'll hold on. Figure it out, Stanley. Wait, I'm
Let's
still
see.
Stanley. I'm just gonna call him
Right,
Stanley.
Left, down, left, right. Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now.
I
This
hear that you
story
got
is
it.
absolutely, definitely this way.
If you close that on me, don't. Man, my anger issues were not gonna be able to handle that. Down into the basement. Gonna be no way.
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to
This
be
feels
here
like that
yet.
one
This is
Marvel
all a
scene
spoiler.
where Kevin
Quick, Stanley, close
Feige,
your eyes. Okay.
came
Just
into
back
the
to,
place in She-Hulk. That was
Who
crazy.
am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning.
No,
And this
don't
time,
do it.
suppose we
No,
don't wander
no,
so
no, no,
far
no,
off
no, no,
track,
no.
hmm?
I want to stay here. Don't
From
do it
the
to me,
top.
man. Don't, no. Wow, Stanley!
All
Going
his
out too.
co-workers
You know what?
were
Each time
gone.
that
What
I
could
have
it
a
mean?
new
Stanley
reload,
decided to go to
maybe
the
I should
meeting
just
room.
pretend like
Perhaps
I
he had
didn't do
simply
anything.
missed a memo.
Be Stanley, you know? Maybe that would be good. Thoughts?
When Stanley...
Wait, what?
Wait, what?
Oh, wait, he
No,
just
I-
said that.
No, I restarted. I swear, I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh.
There's a lot of
Everything
doors.
should be...
1, 2,
Oh, did
3,
something
4, 5.
change? Stanley.
What?
Did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors?
Well, I
Did you
did pee a little
move
bit,
the
but that
story
didn't
somewhere,
necessarily
or-
hit anything.
Hold on.
I think that was
Why
just
am
in
I
real
asking
life, so I
you?
don't think
I'm
that
the one
did
who wrote
much.
the story. It was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay.
Maybe
then.
in this filing
It's
cabinet?
an
I'll look through
adventure.
for you.
Come, Stanley. Let's find the story.
This way! Tree. Can we just say that art is, like, very weird in general, you know? Like, art is so subjective that it's not objective. And that's just, like, very unusual. Holy moly, I'm in heaven! Oh my goodness.
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on.
I'm
I can
actually quite
promise you
enjoying this.
There definitely was a story here before. Do we just...
Is that a
do
toaster
we need to
oven?
restart the game again?
Wait, no,
Well, I
that's a
find it
copier.
unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again.
Wait a
But it's got to be
second.
better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
No, I was exploring! He hasn't listened to me! He just resets!
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
You know what it means?
Stanley decided to go
It
to the
means
meeting room.
these.
Perhaps he has
And I
simply
know you
missed a
can't
memo.
reply to me, Mr. Narrator, but if you could, I'm sure you would have asked me who these were. Oh no. Mr. Narrator, don't panic. There's no doors in here, Mr. Narrator, okay? Just don't panic. Okay? It's gonna be fine.
Okay, yep, it's worse.
It's gonna be fine, man.
You're remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't
Yeah,
we
I'll go
back
look.
the other direction and see if we missed anything?
Yeah, I'll go look. Open up. You want to do that to me again, Mr. Door? I didn't think so. What is that? A leaf? Kind of looks like some algae, you know? I wonder if I'm ever going to get to see myself. Well, I guess I did in the
Aha!
beginning.
I knew we'd miss something. The story.
Mount
Here it
Everest?
comes. No, wait. Never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
Mr. Narrator, you have no
Now this-
idea what you're talking
Well, I'll
about.
be honest, I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story?
Yeah,
I don't think
maybe.
so.
It's
I
like
can't quite recall, but I
kind of
believe my
reminds me
story
of my
took place in an
childhood
office
house a
building.
little bit.
Is that correct? Do you remember,
I
Stanley?
kind of remember. I
Well, do you
think
know
it's
what?
like
Since I've completely forgotten
paint?
what we were supposed to be doing, how about this?
what?
You win! Congratulations! I know you put in
Yeah!
a lot of hard work, and it really paid off. So, good job.
Woo! Yeah. No, I feel great about it. I feel good about that.
Any actual work for that win? Some people win fair and square.
What?
And this was not one of those situations.
I walked very far.
Getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart.
No. He gave me the win and then he took it away immediately. Troll the lag? We haven't had too much lag recently.
All right.
Oh,
I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't
Shut
get
up,
lost,
Jack Elus.
I've employed
Rogue
the
Snorlax
help
has something
of the
very important to
Stanley
say.
Parable
Yes,
Adventure Line.
you win.
Just follow the line.
A bit late.
How simple is that?
a bit late, Rogue Snorlax. You used your shout for that, eh? Stanley line, Stanley line. Going on the Stanley line. Stanley.
You see?
You ever want a
the
Stanley
line
Cup?
knows where the story is.
Wait,
It's
is the
over in
Stanley
this
Cup the
direction.
soccer cup?
Onward,
Or is the
Stanley,
Stanley
to
Cup like
destiny.
those popular water
Here's a
bottles?
thought.
What are those popular
Wherever
water
we
bottles
end
called?
up
Those
be
are
our
Stanleys,
destination,
right?
Even if there's no
And then there's the
story
Stanley
there. Or
Cup,
to put it another
which
way,
is like
the
soccer
story
cup, or is it
of your
hockey cup?
destination still
You
a
know?
story? Simply by the act of moving forward, Are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself?
I agree with
Okay,
what you're
Stanley,
saying, Mr.
I need
Narrator.
to follow this train of thought for a minute. Just stick with me.
I am.
Now, we can both agree that the nature of existence is in fact a byproduct of one's subjective experience of that existence, right? Okay.
Yes?
Now, if my experience
Shut up, Jack
of your
Elus.
existence
Rogue Huckster has
rests
something very
inside of
important to
your
say.
subjective
The
experience
Stanley
of
Cup
this
is the hockey
office,
trophy you
is
ding fork.
this office, in fact, the skeleton
You
of
ding
my
fork!
own relative experiential mental subjective construct? Whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that.
I feel like it made a lot of
What?
sense.
I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
Oh! Oh, baby! That beat I get marched to! Lighten my mood. Now, this is some music right now. What is
Wait, cut the music.
I
Go
was
back
enjoying that.
And look at that fern. Stanley, this fern will be very important later in the story. Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully. You won't want to miss anything.
It's got ferny qualities to it. Very green. I got it. Fern memorized. I have a
Wait, what?
memory.
We're back at the office?
What?
No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell?
Help me! I guess I'm gonna go back? Oh no.
Oh, no.
Oh
not
no.
again.
Oh, I
How
felt
could
you
have
that
done
time.
this to us?
I
How
felt
we
you that
trusted
time,
you.
buddy. Why is
Of
that one not
everything we've
going?
been through,
Okay, there's
you-
one TV
Oh,
that's
I
broken.
can't
You
take
see
this
that, and there's
anymore.
one
To hell
employee
with it.
that's fired.
Restart.
But I could still. Okay, I was gonna let out a little tinkle. It's a good thing we left before I did. What?
You know what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're intelligent people, right?
No.
Why can't we make up our own story?
Well,
Something
I could.
Exciting, daring, mysterious.
With some love in it?
This all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we
Put
simply
some love in
start
that bad
wandering
boy and I'm
well,
all
I
in.
don't know. How about this direction?
Yeah! 437. That's my
Yes,
3 lucky
this
numbers.
is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story.
Can
Well, it
you
could be
stop
anything.
calling me Stanley?
What do
I
you
prefer
want our
Stan, by the
story to
way, if
be?
you don't mind, since
Go
we're friends
wild.
now.
Use your imagination. Whatever it might be, Stanley, I'm ready for it.
Unicorns. On fluffy clouds.
Oh,
dancing.
no, not you again. Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story.
I kind of
No
like it, you
lines
know,
or
it's
monitor
comforting.
rules.
It's
Just
like,
don't
you know,
acknowledge it,
that
and it
comfort
should be
food that
fine.
you eat because it's comforting, you know, like chocolate or something, you know? I don't mind a line, buddy, you know? But, you know, if you mind a line, we can get rid of it. There, it's gone, sir. Don't worry.
Ah, a choice. We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control. How important we mustn't squander the opportunity.
Yes.
In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here.
I don't.
Just walk in circles for a minute.
Okay.
Okay. So I know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere, the place where we're trying to go,
This makes
there
me
must
very
be a
dizzy.
reverse door that leads here. And that
Yes.
in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse
I agree.
door's
Not
origin.
far off.
So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going?
Well, you know what people say,
And
you
since
know,
the answer
right
clearly
is usually
yes,
better
then
than
by
left.
all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one.
Which
Another
is
victory for
precisely
logic.
what makes the
Come,
left door the
Stanley,
right one.
Our destiny
No?
awaits. Hold up, what's this?
What?
The confusion ending. You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending?
Why is it so bright?
And we're supposed to restart the game eight times? That's really how all this goes? It's all
Good start.
determined? So now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing.
Well, I trust the wall.
Well, who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really? No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I
Mr.
don't
Narrator
want the
is
game
trying
to
his
keep
best here.
restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't
I think
do
you're gonna
it.
get very bored in this room.
And the timer stopped?
Oh.
Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle?
Mr. Narrator?
Whatever it is that made this
I
schedule.
don't feel. I feel. What?
Will someone come first?
Ow! I don't feel good, Mr. Narrator.
So,
What's the Spider-Man Tony Stark line? What is that line?
I
Mr.
guess
Stark,
now we just
I'm not
wait,
feeling so
you know.
good.
I suppose in some way that this is
Please
a
get
kind
out
of
of here.
story. Wouldn't you agree?
I
I'm
mean,
not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey. Though
Yeah.
They're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination.
That's
so
true.
I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find
can
out,
I
won't we?
jump through one of these
Eventually.
ceiling titles?
Well, in the meantime, if you
Oh my gosh! Why did it make that noise? That was like my chicken. Listen, it was like exactly the same. It was exactly the same noise.
all of his co-workers were gone, what could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a
Mr.
memo.
Narrator, you forgot. You restarted the game and you forgot.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the
Oh,
door on his
Mr.
left.
Narrator. Just kidding. Well, I wasn't just kidding. That was the way I wanted to go.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling
Tips
a
not
wave
getting
of
fired.
disbelief,
Talk less,
Stanley
do
decided to go
unbelievably
up to his
amazing work
boss's
all the time,
office,
every day with
hoping
no-
he might find an answer there.
I was reading that. Who did? How to solve a dispute with a co-worker? Let it blow up inside you. Take it out passive-aggressively. Using slides to assure employees that everything is okay. Make sure your slide has a slick blue graphic in the header and throw some bevel on all the... Everyone is unique. You, most of all. There, I got to read that one. What's this? What do people want? Things, more money, things but more money, graphs about things plus money. The stock market is somewhere here. Colors and segments, stripes requires more secondary research. What is hot? Profits. A lot of money. But I think that's a stupid idea. More water coolers, more water. Find teenagers to put in teenage demographic. Some sort of child trap. That sounds about right. Throw something in the ideas bin. No, I can't keep reading this all. This is, I'm leaving this place. What do you have to say? Synergize. That's business terms. Oh, the broom closet. That's my favorite closet.
Stanley
Yeah!
stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned
Excuse
around
me?
and got back on track.
Why would you be so mean to the broom?
There was nothing here. No choice to make. No
I'm not
path
leaving.
To follow.
You know what? Shut the
Just an
door.
Empty broom
Shut the
closet.
door.
No reason to still be here.
I'm staying here. I think this is my home now, mister. With this broom.
It was baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet.
Well, you
He
know,
wasn't even
maybe if
doing
you
anything.
stopped talking, I'd
At least if
leave.
there was
But I
something
need
to
some
interact
peace and
with,
quiet
he
to have
could
some thoughts to
justify
myself,
some
okay?
way.
This is my,
It is.
this is
He's
my
literally
broom
just
closet.
standing
This is
there
where
doing
I
sweet
vent.
FA.
So you can shut up, okay? Here. If you leave me alone, I just need to talk about myself to some things, about some things to myself.
Are you
Shut
really
up!
doing
I'm
nothing?
talking here.
Standing around doing nothing?
I'm not doing nothing. I'm venting. If you would
Please
let
offer
me
some
vent.
explanation here. I'm
I
genuinely confused.
yes, I'm gonna offer you. So in the broom closet, I can talk about things and think about things that I can't elsewhere because it's my own private space. And in my cubicle,
There's no choice or anything in here, right?
I'm explaining it to you, buddy.
Closet. At least you would have had a reason for exploring it.
No. I'm telling you that this closet is basically a home to me. It's a second home. And if you don't understand, because when you're in a cubicle, guess what? Everybody can see you. Everyone can see you. So if you're in the broom closet, I have privacy. So I can talk about things like how annoying this narrator is. The narrator doesn't know what the story's about.
This is somehow its own
branching path. Well, maybe it is.
when you go
It's a
talk
broom
about this with
closet.
your friend,
So what do
you'll
you think
say,
about that, buddy?
Oh, did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was my favourite.
I hope your friends find this concerning.
I don't want to ever hear you use that voice again. Did you hear it? Oh my gosh, the chicken was down here!
Really stupid. He probably only got the job because of a family connection. That's how stupid
You
he
know,
is. That
the
or with
chicken's
drug
gonna
money.
play for me.
Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
How do you find out?
Well, I've come to a very definite conclusion about what's going on right now. You're dead.
Am
We
I?
got to this broom closet, explored it a bit, and we're just about to leave because there's nothing here.
Well-
when a physical malady of some sort shut down your central nervous system.
My
and
central
you
nervous
collapsed
system
in front
is
of your
fine.
screen.
No,
In a
I'm very
situation
clearly
like
moving.
this, the responsible thing is to alert someone nearby so as to ensure that your body is taken care of before.
What do you
it
think
begins
that
to
orange thing does? Is that like a
decompose.
nail biter?
Hello?
Like a nail
Anyone
gun,
who
I mean?
happens
I
to
don't
be
know why it would
nearby,
bite things.
The person at this computer is dead. They have fallen prey to any number of your countless human physiological vulnerabilities.
My physiological
It's indicative of the
vulnerabilities
long-term
are how handsome I am.
of your
That's the only one.
Please remove their corpse from the area and instruct another human to take their place.
I'm not
making
leaving.
Sure they understand basic
What is this?
first-person
Are we in the
video game
FBI?
mechanics and filling them in on the history of narrative tropes in video gaming, so that the irony and insightful commentary of this game is not lost on them. All right.
I want
When
this
you've done that,
wrench.
just step
Can I
out into
smack
the hallway.
myself in the head with this wrench? How does this thing work? Do you stick a mop into it and then, it just gets wet? I guess you gotta fill it with water first. But I guess you stick the mop into the top part and then you pull the lever and I guess it cleans itself somehow? I'm not sure. I ain't leaving this broom closet. I ain't gonna leave. He's testing my patience. He's
Shut
trying
up,
to test my
Jackalus.
patience.
Rogue Huckster has something very important
what do you
to
have to say?
You stick a mop in and pull the lever to squeeze the water out.
I don't know if that's how that works. But while you wait in this broom closet, why don't we have a little nice talking to with my dance moves, because that's how it goes.
I'm on a mission, pure devotion to the consciousness and to the passion. I shout it out for all the world to know. My love for Pickles will forever go.
Not perfect.
From dill to sweet, I'll taste them all. Green or spirit, I'm sure to fall into a frenzy dance with delight. Pickle love, revolution, dynamic and bright. Spirit, I'm
There we go. I'm thinking that we might need to leave the broom closet. But, and this is just my thought, what if for the rest of the stream we just sat in this broom closet? I'm not doing the chicken into the mic again.
Ah, second player. It's good to have you on board. I guarantee you can't do any. You too? Unbelievable. I'm at the mercy of an entire species.
I know that might happen.
Perhaps there's a monkey nearby you can hand the controls to.
Actually,
Fish? Fungus? Look,
Actually,
you can
there
hammer out
might
the
be.
details. I'm not particularly picky. I'll just be waiting for when you're ready to pick up the story again.
Is he done now?
Coming to a staircase.
No!
Stanley walked
I was gonna go
upstairs
back!
to his
He
boss's
tricked
office.
me! No! Oh well. Wait, did he tell me to go up or down? I don't remember. I'm going down. I
But
wasn't paying
Stanley
attention.
just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy,
Ew.
why had he taken that risk?
What does
All
that
because
say?
he believed everyone had vanished. His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe,
$1.25
he thought to
ain't bad,
himself,
by the way.
Maybe I
But
am
for
crazy.
not, I mean, they're not
All
on
of my
brand
coworkers
sodas.
blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all. None of it made any logical sense.
Maybe it's a
And
dream.
as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down?
That is a
Why did
good
doors
question.
close automatically behind him wherever he
Well, I
went?
already thought about
And
that.
for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't
mean-
be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his
It's a
tongue.
dream, isn't
he
that?
just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream.
That's
What a
What-
relief Stanley felt. to
your
have
voice
finally
sounds like when
found
you
an
get
answer,
excited, Mr.
an
Narrator. Never
explanation.
do that again.
His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon.
You
I'll
know-
go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying
And
and
began
began
to
to
gently
gently
float
float above the ground. Then he imagined himself
Holy moly, I
soaring
am
through
flying.
space on a magical star field, and it too appeared. It was so much fun.
What?
And Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he?
Is this gonna be
remaining
like a
so lucid?
horror map?
And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head.
What?
One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner.
What if it isn't a dream?
Why is there a voice in my head?
Oh, that is
dictating
actually a good
everything that
question.
I'm doing and thinking.
I just thought,
Now
you
the
know,
voice was
just stuff.
describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought.
Oh,
And
this
while
is
he
like
thought it all
Inception
very
now.
odd, and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams. The
Yeah,
truth
more or
was
less.
that, of course, this was not a dream.
I
How could
mean,
it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself? Believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for
how many
himself?
times have I gone through these
Stanley
rooms?
is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was
This is
quite
quite a shock to me.
Stanley.
Very
After
shocking.
all,
Very
he knew for
shocking, but I
certain
will
beyond a
keep going
doubt
in
that
circles.
this was, in
Even
fact,
if
a
it is
dream.
giving me a bit of a
Did the voice
headache,
not see him float
I
and
will
make the
keep going in
magical
circles.
Stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too, surely.
Why are you
surely,
getting so
if he could
emotional?
just
Calm yourself.
He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream.
Yeah?
So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back,
Hello?
the fresh air of a world outside this one.
A world outside.
Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over.
The best dreams
Let
are
me
the
go
ones
back
you
to
can't
my
leave.
job. Let me
Game's
continue
making me a
pushing
little
the buttons.
sleepy.
Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment and my
No
wife
way does
and my
Stanley
dog.
have a wife.
All I
Okay,
want is
buddy,
my
keep
life
dreaming.
exactly the way it's
Keep
always
dreaming.
been.
You do not have a wife.
My life is normal. I
Like,
am
okay,
normal.
it's a whole simulation.
Everything
There
will
ain't
be
no way
fine.
Stanley's got a girl, you know.
I am okay.
Well,
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I?
What's a good question,
And
Stanley?
everything went black. This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
Mariella?
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work.
Oh,
But
is
on
that
this
Stanley?
particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk.
Stanley?
She would soon turn to go call for an ambulance. For just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like.
True.
And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my
But
mind.
Mariella, guess
I know
what?
what is real.
Is it
and
the
what
narrator
isn't.
speaking for you
It
too?
was comforting to think this. And in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better.
You're becoming a part of the
Then
story,
she remembered
Mariella.
the meeting she had scheduled for that day. The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life.
That's true.
She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
We gonna see her run? No. Okay, we didn't get that animation. Welcome back, Stanley. Been a good time today. Been a good time. What's up, Mr. Button Pusher?
I can't wait to tell this story to my co-workers, Stanley
Stanley thought.
How amusing they'll find it. Oh, won't we all just laugh and laugh at the time I thought everyone had gone missing?
Stanley, you might be dead.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
This time I'll do it for you, buddy. I'll do it just for you.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief,
I'm going back in
Stanley
the closet.
decided to go up to his boss's office.
I'm getting back in the closet.
No,
I'm
no,
going
no,
back.
No, 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 no,
What do
no,
you
not
mean?
Again, I won't be part of this. I'm not going to encourage you. I'm not
I'm
going
getting
to
in
say
the closet.
anything at all. I'm just going to be patient and wait for you to finish whatever it is you enjoy
Yeah.
doing so much.
Be
in this
patient,
room.
buddy.
Please take your time.
Okay, that was a good time. Well, wait, maybe a little bit longer. Maybe just a little bit longer. Okay, we're good. I feel... Mr. Door? I feel very...
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's
relieved.
office.
But no, I did not pee in. Not like that kind of relieved, you know. Ooh! Nice a room up here. This looks like the kind of place that a hitman would live in.
Stepping
Piano!
into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad
Is that a cat
behind
or
the
a
boss's
pug?
desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number. 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
You guys probably thought I wasn't paying attention and I wouldn't know the code. But where... Oh, here,
Stanley
right
just
here.
sat around twiddling his thumbs.
No.
Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly... Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on
Yep.
the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Is my boss Dirk? Is Dirk in here somewhere? Hello? It's so dark in here. Somebody needs to bring me a torch. Down we go. Gonna sing my elevator song. Going down the elevator. I think we're done going down the elevator.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar.
I hope
It was a
so.
stirring of emotion in his chest,
And in my
as though he
loins.
felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job.
My job
Why did
is
he
just
feel
button
this
pushing.
now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Yeah, I'm sure not.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Yeah, you know what? I'm a good boy.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television
Well, hello,
screens.
everybody.
What horrible secret did this place hold?
Stanley thought to himself.
Did he have the strength
To find
find
out? Gonna even do it backwards, baby. This is style. This style. A little spin on the way there. Oh yeah. Keep going. Yeah, baby.
Now the monitors jumped to life. Their true
Oh!
nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building. Stanley's co-workers.
Where's me?
The
427
lives of so
is,
many
like, right
individuals
there.
reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place. where freedom meant nothing.
You know what? This is how I like my life. Just everything figured out, you know? What does this
This
button
mind
do?
control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true.
Open up!
Had Stanley really been under someone's
Open
control
up!
all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it?
I don't know why this is so bad. If I'm happy, I'm happy, you know, even if it's under somebody else's
refused to
control, you
believe
know.
it. He
Just think about
couldn't
this.
accept
Even if it is
his
mind
own
control,
life
as
in
long as
someone
you think
else's
you're happy,
control,
what does it
never.
matter?
It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he
I feel
truly
like we're like in
spent
Garden
his
of Bandman
entire
right
life
now.
utterly
You know, going down
blind
that
to the
green thing.
world?
Well, not going down to the green thing.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded. from
Oh,
this
I'm yawning so much.
And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another
Why?
human.
If I'm happy,
For
this
he
is fine.
would dismantle-
Okay.
Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you?
Was I not-
After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself.
Well, you
Is
know-
that what you wanted? Control?
Well,
Stanley, I applaud your effort.
You know, I
really
wasn't
do. But
thinking.
You need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go. Turn the controls off.
I got a little impatient. You were
If you
talking
want
for
to throw
too
my story
long.
Off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent.
What?
Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation
Okay,
system.
I'm out of
In the
here.
event that this machine
You do
activated
not need
without
to say
proper
more than
DNA
that.
Identification, nuclear detonators are said to explode, eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then? Let's say, 2 minutes. Now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desire.
Well,
Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off.
Well,
But
you
what
know-
precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about you,
Shut up.
about me, where we're going.
that's the
All
failsafe.
this means I barely know where to start. What's that? You'd like to know where your
No,
co-workers
I did
are?
not say that. I did
A
not.
moment of solace before you're obliterated. All right, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them.
There should be
I
5
erased
buttons,
them.
right?
I turned off the machine.
I
set you
think.
free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone. Other times, I let the office sink
I'm missing
into
a
the
button, aren't
ground,
I?
swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say,
I need,
though,
like, button
this
1.
version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it
Hello?
go. But I'm sure
I don't wanna
whatever you come up
die.
with on the next go around
Wait.
will be even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock. Why not? These are precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow
1.
on trees.
Why is the music so intense?
dear
2.
me, what's
Where's
the
the
matter,
3?
Stanley?
Which one was
Is
the
it
3?
that you
Why
have
are you
no idea
vibrating
where
my
you're
remote?
going or what
Okay,
you're supposed
normally
to
I
be
like
doing right
vibration,
now?
but I don't need it right
Did
now.
you just assume when you
3.
saw that timer that something in this room
4.
was capable
Where
of
is 4?
turning
I think
on?
4 is up
I
here.
mean, look at you.
I think the 4
Running
is up
from
here.
button to
If I
button,
remember correctly.
Screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons. No, these colored ones. Or maybe this big red button. Or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley?
You know,
That this video game can be beaten? Won? Solved? Do you have any idea what your
you
purpose
can
in this
be
place is?
quiet, buddy. I pressed all the buttons in order.
Stanley, you're in for quite a disappointment.
I think I
But here's
am.
a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving.
Help me!
It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless. To see
Man,
you
you are
made humble.
very rude. I pressed the on button 1 time.
Tragedy. You wanted to control this world. That's
I didn't know exactly what I was doing, okay? You could have explained it to me.
Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle. 30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing. No ending here.
This is some crazy music, though. I'm very casual. You know what? I accept death.
To your frail life, or will you let
I
it go
accept my
briefly?
death. And
Choice.
you know,
Make it count.
my
Or
final
death.
words
It's
will
all the
be,
same to me.
why
All part of
did the
journey.
toilet
And
paper
believe me, I
roll
will
down the
provide
hill
every second of your inevitable life
to get to the bottom?
Shut up, Jackalus.
Until the
King of
moment I
Canines
say,
has something very
"Happy
important
ever
to say. Maybe next time shut up and listen.
Those are the final words I ever heard as I faded into darkness. Maybe next time, shut up and listen.
Stanley had never seen the office this brightly lit. Was it a sign of something?
It's a sign
He
that I
hoped it
am in
was.
heaven.
He hoped very
I
much
have
that
gone
it
to
was.
heaven and now am fine. You know, if Stanley was going to go anywhere, it was very clearly going to be heaven, you know? Ugh.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Fine. Fine, I'm going.
Shut up, Jackalus.
What?
Rogue Snorlax has something very important to say.
Yet there was not a single
GTG,
person here
bye.
either. Feeling a wave of
Bye,
disbelief,
Rogue
Stanley decided to go up to his boss.
No!
Hoping he
The
might
broom
find
closet!
him.
I was gonna get out of that right now! No! This is a terrible day! Goodbye, Rogue Snorlax.
Coming
back
to a
sometime.
staircase, Stanley
Boy,
walked
this game is
upstairs
giving
to
me a
his boss's
serious headache
office.
right now, I'll tell ya. The bathroom? Because the boss knows that what the boss says goes. If the boss suffers losses, then that's what the boss chose? What does that even mean? Toilet? I mean, this is a pretty nice bathroom, but like... What's that panda doing? Yo, Dominique, welcome back. What is going on with this panda, though? Okay, I'm going in the elevator, I guess. Okay, I guess I'm going down. And I'm going down. Playing guitar? That's crazy. Anything specific on the guitar? I can't play the guitar. I suck at playing instruments, I think. I mean, I can do pretty much. I can do a good saxophone impression though. That was a good saxophone impression, but is that as good as a real saxophone? Maybe. You know, some people might say it was. Is this elevator ever gonna stop? Why is my remote? It's just shaking. I mean, you can't. Okay, I don't know why I held it up like you were gonna be able to see how much it was shaking, but my remote is just shaking. What's wrong with this elevator? Stop! Please! Wait, I didn't do anything. Is it? Let me off the elevator! Please?
Shut up, Jack Elus.
I don't think
Female
this is
Canines
doing
has something
anything.
very important to
I don't
say.
think this is doing anything.
That sounded more like a dying chicken.
A dying chicken! This is what a dying chicken sounds like. That's what a dying chicken sounds like. I like Metallica. I'm not like the biggest fan of Metallica, but
Stepping
a
into
lot
his
of their
manager's
stuff is
office,
pretty cool.
Stanley was once again stunned to discover
Here,
not
I'm
an
gonna escape this
indication of
time.
Any human life.
Wait a second.
What could it mean?
How do I go back?
Stanley wondered
Okay, just
aloud
put in
to
numbers.
nobody. He began wildly
2,
tearing through
8,
papers on the boss's desk,
4,
pulling books off
5.
the shelf. Looking, Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator
Well, listen.
That kind of anxiety isn't healthy.
Listen,
So he
I'm just
relaxed
moving
both
through the
limbs
story,
with
buddy.
some calming new age music.
What?
Feeling soothed and rejuvenated.
That was actually pretty
Stanley
soothing, I'm not
calmly
gonna
walked
lie.
forward
I'm not
into
gonna
the
lie.
opened passageway.
That was actually pretty groovy. Now, this time, I'm going to escape. That is my plan. We are going to see what happens if I try and run away. Because, you know, that's the best part. You aren't moving through the story if you don't pay attention to the story. I am moving through the story, you know? We're getting every ending at once. I understand what's happening, which is
Stanley
the point that
walked straight
nothing's
ahead through
happening.
the large
Okay,
door that
escape
led to
time.
mind control facility.
I like the letters, you know. That's some good
Although
letters
this
right there.
passageway had
It
the word
escape
escape written on it. The truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
That's what you think. But I can dodge death. I
The door
can
behind him was not
move
shut.
very
Stanley
quickly.
still had every opportunity to turn around and get back
You know,
on
Mr.
track.
Narrator, I don't fear
Stanley
death.
was making a
I
conscious,
don't.
concerted effort to walk forward.
Yes, I was.
And willingly confront his death.
Yes, like a man, you know? I'm not even afraid. I'm not even afraid. I didn't hesitate. The story, Dominique. Well, you know, that is a good question. Not because I don't know what the story is, but because there is no story.
As the machine whirled
I'm a
into
man,
motion,
Stanley,
Stanley
trying
was
to
inched
find out why
closer and
everybody in my
closer to
job
his
is missing.
demise. He reflected
And this
that his
narrator
life had
keeps
been of
yelling
no
stuff at me,
consequence whatsoever.
and I don't like him
Stanley
very
can't
much.
see the bigger picture.
And my remote
He
keeps
doesn't know the
vibrating.
real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss.
Like
but
plucking the
plucking
eyeballs from a
eyeballs
blind
a
man? Man, that's a good metaphor, actually.
So
Can I
he
leave
resigned
this place
and
now?
willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life.
Well, you know, it's better to go out like this than to live as a heartless man with no soul.
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal
What?
jaws. In a single visceral
What? A
instant,
female
Stanley was
narrator?
obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing
I
him
feel very
instantly.
alive right now. Ooh, did I just make that noise? Ooh.
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game back
This
in his office.
This
as
is such a
alive as
weird
ever.
game. It's such a weird
What
game.
exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish?
What?
When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance,
Yeah.
death becomes meaningless. making life the same.
That is very
Do you see
philosophical.
now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
Well, I mean, I get what you're saying, but at the same time, you know, the two doors. So this is how... Ah, I see how it is. Some solitaire. Employee database. Are we breaking the fourth wall here? Are these the actual people? I know because Davy Redden is Doug's brother. Through the room. What's this? Plant. Are we ever gonna... You think that Fern will ever come back into play? You know? They did just kill a narrator. And they replaced him with arguably a better letter. A better narrator. No, it's not. He's not. She is not better. She is not better. I like the old guy, actually. What's this? Is that gonna do something? Wow. That is very neat. So I'm guessing this is just everything in the game. It's somewhere in here. But what else is there? Oh, new coffee mug hit the stream? What does it say? I work, I hate my boss? Something like that? Wow, relatable, you know. Very relatable stuff. Game design mockup. Torture device. Nice, nice. A nice painting. Some monitors. Listen, King, I sometimes
look
make
at these
mistakes.
two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control
I
one
don't think I
another.
want to control the
How
narrator.
they both wish to be free. Can you see? Can you see how much they need
This
one
is
another?
like the world's best
No,
love story,
perhaps
basically.
not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen.
Well, sometimes they can be seen. Alright? So maybe you should think about
Listen
that.
to me.
What?
You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail.
How?
Turn off your PlayStation. There's no other way to beat this game.
As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now, and it's
Listen,
your only true choice.
I'm in the middle of a stream, lady. I can't just turn off my PlayStation. I'm sorry. No, I would never do it. Not maybe if the other narrator told me, but I don't trust this lady, you know? I don't trust it. I'm so back.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley
I
decided to
suck!
go to the meeting room.
What are you
Perhaps
talking
he'd
about?
sent a memo.
I'm doing God's work here. I am doing God's work. Okay, but this game is killing me, man. I feel like I'm gonna go through one more run, and I might just have to, you know. Oh, new content though. New content?
Oh, new content? What does that mean, new content?
Exactly. That's what I was thinking. New content. New content is the best, isn't it? This game, though, man, this feels like so in-depth. I don't know. What is this, though? Am I on the trolley right now?
Hello, and thank you for playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. As you may know,
New
the
narrator
Stanley Parable
dropped.
was a video game released in 2013 on home computers.
Yes?
After receiving critical and commercial success, it was expanded upon in 2022 with the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Was that a duck?
reimagining of the
Why'd
game's
you have to paint a
consoles
duck on
and
there?
home computers.
Why'd you have to do that?
The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe features exciting new content that broadens
Oh my
and
goodness, what are
expands
you-
the world of the Stanley Parable,
That's kinda
delighting
cool.
audiences the world over.
Yes. I agree.
Please step inside and see what thrilling new adventures await in
Wait, is
the
this
Stanley
actually like a new
Parable
DLC?
Ultra Deluxe.
Oh, well, this sounds delightful. I'm very excited to see the thrilling new Ultra Deluxe content.
Okay, I'll go check it
So
out.
far, it's an elevator. Nothing special.
I'll
yet,
check it
but
out.
I'm
We
sure
all
it's
love new
just the
content, ain't
beginning
that
of a
right? Ain't that right?
mesmerizing adventure.
Why is this like a golf patio? Like, you know, you'd hit golf balls on? Can we...
Is it broken? What's going on here? Should we...
That's what I'm thinking.
Should we be moving somewhere?
The narrator is very lost
All
right
right,
now.
finally,
I am going to go
at
back
long
to the broom
last, it's
closet.
on to the new
And I
content.
will
I've never been
do the
more
same
ready.
things to
Let's
myself
do
in
it.
that broom closet as I always do, which is think very hard. Think very hard. While I'm going up this elevator, I will consider my life. So let's see, what have we accomplished?
Of Stanley
Push
Parable
lots of
Ultra
buttons,
Deluxe.
danced many
Mythful
times.
Tedious. It's as if
Dominique,
them-
you're bringing the hype.
Oh,
I enjoy that.
Let's see the content. Give me the content, Stanley.
Woo! Give me the content! The jump
All right.
circle!
All right, let's see. It's the jump.
We can jump! Oh, yeah! Oh! This is crazy. They had to program a whole jumping thing. Okay, I can't jump that many times. That was too many. Wait, first person to ever be excited for me? King! You know what, King? You might be a mod, but that doesn't
that it?
mean that I have
Surely
to
that's
keep
not
you
all
as a
the
mod.
Content. There has to be something else, right?
I can't believe they added a jump effect.
Another elevator.
That is so
Stanley,
cool!
I have to say, initial impressions of this game are not positive. It's just elevators and jumping.
Well,
This is
jumping
what
is
causes
very
for exciting new
exciting. Jumping is
content.
very
If this
exciting.
is new
My chair could
content,
explode.
I could just
Oh
read
yeah,
the
Rogue!
dictionary.
Oh yeah!
Shut up, Jack Yaloos.
New content
Rogue
right
Huckster has
there.
something
Hell,
very
I
important
could
to say.
counter 30 trillion.
There was a jump counter you
Put
just
that on the
ignored.
box. The
I
Stanley
get that there was a
Parable
jump
Ultra
counter.
Deluxe,
Okay?
now with over
I
1,000
get it.
hours
Wait a
of
minute.
content.
I saw the jump counter. I just didn't jump all the time. Okay, I saw it.
Yeah.
I thought about
I
it.
knew there
I
had to be
thought,
something else.
well,
Let's see
I don't
it.
want to waste all my
I'm
jumps
ready
because guess
for
what?
whatever it
If I
is.
ever want to come back, I want to have more jumps. What do you mean I'm blind? I saw it. I decided not to jump the whole time. I can make my own decisions. Thank you for enjoying
That's
the new
it?
content.
Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You see,
Wow, that's the
Stanley?
skinniest looking
This is
chair I
what
have ever seen in
happens
my
when
life.
greedy video game developers with no
is
respect
there
for
only
their
one
fan
light
base
on?
rush a cheap
Shut up, Jack
expansion
Yaloos.
to
What?
market
Smoke
for
Canines
no
has something
reason
very
other
important
than
to
make
say.
an
I bet it's
easy
gonna be
job.
Why
very
do you not
important.
have a
Get me
sense of
started on
patience?
the level of craftsmanship
Shut up,
that's
Jack
gone into
Yaloos.
it. In
Rogue
fact,
Huckster has
I'm
something
looking
very
right
important
now
to
at
say.
the game's trophies,
Bro, stop
and it's
jumping on
hard
the
to
chair
believe
like
one of
that.
them
It's actually
says,
dangerous.
Test trophy, please ignore. What quality assurance department signed off on this? I'm infuriated and I'm offended, and I intend to find these people on Twitter and hold them personally accountable. It's my fault, Stanley. I built up too much anticipation around the new content, I'm afraid.
You probably
It
did,
could
Mr.
never have
Narrator.
lived up to such expectations. If you're still with me, why don't we just reset the game, and we'll try to get back to what the Stanley Parable is
What
really
is it
about.
really about? Can you
No
explain that to
frills,
me?
No gimmicks. Just you and me having a great time together like always.
That's
What do
true.
you say, friend?
Sure. Let's do it. Let's do it. This is not the normal Stanley Parable. This looks like new content. Is there a broom closet for me to go into?
Psst. Stanley, come over here. In the vent. I
Why is
want
he
to show you
whispering to me
something.
like this? Coffee nut? More nuts in here? I'm starting to like the narrator more, I think.
Okay, you remember how cheap and unsatisfying the new Ultra Deluxe content turned out to be. But
Yeah.
it got me thinking about the past and how much better the Stanley Parable used to be.
Yeah?
So I made something special
What?
and tucked it away here where the game's developers won't find it. Just our little secret. Take a look.
Am I going like into Elden Ring? What?
I call it the Memory Zone. It's where I've been storing all my favorite memories so I can relive the peak experiences of my life whenever I want. Experiences
This is crazy!
like the launch of the Stanley Parable on PC. You see, Stanley, doesn't the
Wait,
Memory Zone
2013? Really?
remind
This
you
game's
of how
11 years
wonderful
old?
Stanley Parable was before it was sullied with a cheap PlayStation port. Remember back in
Why
October
does
of
this feel so
2013
targeted at
when
me?
the game originally launched?
Oh.
Back then, video
Wow.
games had integrity. Back
Oh
then,
my.
it all
This
meant
does.
something.
Is that a real award? Who wants that? I would not want that. That is frightening. The Stanley Parable. Oh, a nice dollar bill. That's very nice. A trip down memory lane. Smile because it happened. It's just all very nice. Very nice memories that I felt because this is not the first time that I'm playing this game before, you know? So I'm thinking this is like the DLC of the
where I
game.
keep reviews
Don't
of
read
the
any
Stanley
reviews except
Parable.
this one.
Like this stunning triumph of games journalism. 10 out of 10 from Destructoid.com.
But we're dear...
James
What
Stephanie Sterling writes,
are we
and I
yapping
quote,
about here on this review?
"We're so many games that aspire to be more than games,
Can I leave,
end up
please?
less than any form of art.
Fantastic
Stanley Parable
Arcade.
strives and then succeeds to be every game ever created."
I like
Did you
this
hear that,
narrator.
Stanley?
He's a good
Every
guy.
game
I trust
ever
him.
created. That's how grand and all-encompassing the original Stanley Parable was. It was literally every game.
It was
ever
Skyrim,
created.
Persona
It was
3.
Skyrim.
Really?
It was Persona
You're gonna
3.
compare this
It
to
was
Skyrim
all
and
of them.
Persona? This
now,
is nothing.
It's nothing.
What do you mean?
It's no games at all. It isn't even the Stanley Parable anymore.
Well, that's what you think.
It's just a husk now. A lifeless husk with an hour of new
I'm
elevator
honestly
content.
enjoying this a lot more than the normal game. I'm gonna be honest. What's down here? Okay. What's that? Don't care. Don't have time for reading. I got places to be. My feet are getting tired. Person of the year? Man, this place is so nice. I would love to have a place like this. You know, just hole up here for the rest of my
Here's
life and
another
never
moving
talk to anyone
passage,
again.
This time from GameSpot.com.
Ah!
The Stanley Parable
Feels
is
alive
both
in
a
its
richly
response to your
stimulating
choices and its
commentary on
desire.
the nature
You,
of choice
you're
and
talking
choice.
over me, buddy.
One
I'm
of
trying to
the
read it.
most
Give me,
enjoyable,
you give me
surprising,
quiet
and
for a second. I'm gonna read,
rewarding
okay?
choices I've
3.
ever been confronted with in a game.
The Stanley
9 out of 10. Don't you get it, Stanley?
He
The
just
game
he
is
never lets me talk.
perfect.
This is
It
not a
didn't
good
need anything
relationship
else.
between
It
us
didn't
because he
need
doesn't let
new
me talk.
content. All they had to do was transport it in pristine condition along to the PlayStation. Boom, done.
Yep.
And they couldn't even do that. Couldn't resist the urge to go meddling. These were simpler times, Stanley. But I wouldn't give to go back to have it all over again.
Can I get over here, please? The serious room. Wait, which way do I go? I guess I go back the way we came? I'm not sure. Oh, yeah.
Wait, hang on. I don't recall this part of the memory zone before.
Well, you know how memories
this?
work.
What's down
If you remembered everything, what would be the point of the
No,
memory
Stanley,
zone?
It's a
What?
collection of reviews from Pressurized Gas, the extremely popular online store.
I don't think this is a real thing.
I haven't looked at these in years. I can't even imagine what's been collecting down here.
Well, you're about
Surely
to,
these
buddy.
reviews were glowing as well, weren't they?
Oh, no!
Honestly, I could not be bothered to play this game to full completion. The narrator is obnoxious and unfunny with his humor.
Why
and
did he
dialogue
say it
proving
like
to be
that?
more irritating
Unfunny.
than entertaining. Unfunny. I'm not trying to be funny. I'm trying to make a serious work of art. I suppose I could write up a handful of gags
Wow.
to insert into the
The
Stanley
voice
Parable,
actor's going
but the game's
crazy
already
right
such
now.
a densely layered web of profound philosophical insights that I can't even imagine where I'd have the room to stick them.
Pressurized gas. Yo, we all get the bad reviews, yo. We all get the bad reviews. What's this one
Okay,
say?
let's see what this one says.
That's basically what I just said, narrator. You don't have to repeat after me. His name is
Someone who prefers
Noodle
non-linear
Shaft?
games.
What?
This preachiness gets annoying fast. Preachy? Stanley? I'm not preachy, am I?
Well,
You can tell me if I'm preachy. Honestly, you can. Oh, goodness.
no,
This is actually
you're
quite
not that
shocking for
preachy.
me.
I
always-
love
well,
you,
to be
man.
honest, I had
That-
always thought
yep.
of the game's dialogue as being rather terse to begin with. You can't know how much fluff I cut from the game to get it to feel as light and airy as it... Well, I always thought it did. But maybe it wasn't.
3.1 hours, though.
Yeah. What an awful memory
Oh,
to
hello.
have to hold on to. These black marks are my otherwise unimpeachable track record. I
Reviews.
feel like a failure. Like I let these people down.
Well, maybe you
Perhaps
did, buddy.
The Stanley Parable isn't quite as sterling as I always remembered.
This is
What's
very
one got to
sad.
say?
I don't know.
You constantly have to stop doing anything so the narrator can catch up with his long-winded explanations of what's happening.
I
I
mean,
wish there was a skip button. A skip button? Well, yes. Yes, I think we can do that.
oh, if
I'm
you
truly
give me,
too preachy,
if
then-
you
then
give
maybe
me a
letting you
skip
skip
button,
ahead for just a moment, surely it couldn't hurt. Not if it means
well,
these
listen,
negative
you gotta
reviews
think
from
before you give me this
those
kind of power.
positive
Oh my
reviews of
goodness.
the Stanley Parable.
Oh my goodness, what
That's
is
my
happening?
motto today, and it's always been my motto. I'd do anything for the customer, Stanley. Yes, a skip button we shall have.
Okay, listen, you give me a skip button. I'm very dangerous with the skip button.
And
I'm
here
very
it is.
dangerous.
Go ahead and give it a shot. I'll pop you forward in time so that the second my incessant droning starts to bore you, with just the push of a button, you'll have zipped right past it.
Well-
It's what the players have been asking for, and I'm very proud to have
Well,
delivered.
listen, buddy
No more
narrator,
listening to
listen,
me
I feel
rambling
bad
on
for you a
and
little
on
bit.
and
You
on
know,
and on.
I'm...
The Stanley Parable is a game for the people. And if the people want silence, then by goodness, that's what they're going to
Listen,
get.
man,
Don't sit
I'm gonna
around
look
waiting for me
around
to
here.
shut up. Go
Just
ahead and
just
make
keep
me
getting
shut
it
up.
out. Keep
Here,
venting a little bit.
We'll pretend that I've just begun an interminable monologue, and it goes something like this. The story and the choices, or what have you, and therefore, by becoming
Do
it
we
is,
skip him?
so on and so forth.
Do
until
we skip him?
inevitably, we all until the end of time, at which time everything all at once. So now you see, blah 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 blah.
No, I'll stand tall for you. I'll stand tall. I will not push this button. This is like a moral obligation. Stand in the corner. Don't move. Don't push the button. Don't push the button. This is a test.
10,000 years until just yesterday.
Don't do it,
Here and
man.
there, forward and back.
No,
Never
back
again
to the
before
door.
lunchtime. It can't be.
It's not boring. It's good
The only thing
content.
there is.
Stay
How many
here.
billions
Stay
left
here.
Until so much more than forever ago.
Stay at
Which is
the
why I
door.
say, the story and the choices, or what have
I'm never
you,
gonna move.
and
I'm never
therefore,
gonna
by
move. I'm
becoming
never
it
gonna
is,
move.
So on and so forth, until inevitably,
No.
we all until
Get
the end
over
of
here as far
time,
away as you
at which
can.
time everything all at once. So now you
Oh, it's
see,
so shiny.
blah,
No, it's
blah,
not shiny.
blah,
No,
blah, blah,
no, it's
blah,
not shiny
blah,
enough.
blah,
It's
blah,
too
blah.
shiny.
We've eaten
Don't
too
look
much
at
and
it.
it can't be just yet. No.
No.
Until
Stay here. There. Put the controller down. Hug the chicken.
Backwards, the deduction
It'll be
therefore
fine.
becomes impossible
It'll
to
be fine.
manufacture.
If I just
It
don't
went
touch
on
the
for
controller.
nearly 10,000 years until just yesterday.
Okay,
Here and
he's
there,
really-
forward and back,
he's
and
really
never a minute
rambling.
before lunchtime. It can't be. It's
I-
the only
I
thing
think-
there is. How many billions left until so much more?
I think I just got it.
Which is why
Why
I
is the
say
chicken so
the
loud?
story and the choices, or what have you, and therefore, by becoming it is, so on and so forth, until inevitably, or until the end of time, at which time... Oh, you're back, you see? You were only frozen in time for a few minutes.
I
but it
don't
was plenty of
recall
time for me to
skipping.
deliver a
I don't
long,
think that ever
rambling
happened.
monologue full of unnecessary verbal flourishes and lengthy ruminations on the nature of choice in video games.
You know,
Of
this
course,
reminds me
I
a lot of
happen to
Undertale,
believe
actually.
It was perhaps one of my more profound such ruminations. Well, there, sport. You really did catch me rambling on a bit, didn't you? But that's the...
I didn't mean to push that.
The minute
Right
I start
hand
to
the
go on
chicken.
a faultless display of self-absorption, it's right at your fingertips to go poof, and it's all over. I can't wait to see what Cookie 9 will say about this, and whether they'll edit the rating of their pressurized gas review, or at least change some of the wording, perhaps. To be honest, I don't even know if one can change their review in the first place. I guess
I'm
should
just gonna
become
set
better
this down.
educated on how...
Oh no! While I was setting it down, I pushed the X button. No! How could that have happened?
That last one was...
Oh boy, I gotta.
I want to say
Yeah, maybe 30,
45
45 minutes. Yeah.
It's not unendurable by any means.
You know, I gotta.
There's really only
We
so
better.
much I can ramble on to myself.
Pressurized
about. I know it's
gas
shocking,
is
isn't it?
steam. You're
But at any
right.
rate, I do suggest as a more
Very
practical
smart,
game,
Rogue.
I think the skip button has
Very
been aptly
smart.
demonstrated. Stanley, please don't push the button again. It's been 12 hours.
I didn't mean
You've
to.
just been frozen there. I don't know why the skips are getting longer, but they're really, truly getting longer. and
Oh, there's
my
no door
God,
anymore.
There's no way out of the room. Stanley, the door is gone. It's completely gone.
Yeah.
I've looked at it from every angle. I've
Well,
checked
yeah, me
every
too.
one of
Where
those
are your
rooms
eyes
1,000
exactly? Can you tell me, is it in-
And there's no door, Stanley.
I see that there's no door.
There's just you and the button, and if you keep pressing it, I have no idea.
Well, what else
will
do you
happen.
want me to do,
I
Mr.
have
Narrator?
no idea how long I'll be made to sit here, and more than anything else, I don't know how to stop you from pressing the button again.
Well, tell me a
I
joke.
can't control anything
Tell-
in this room, Stanley. I can't touch it, and I
Listen.
have to believe. I have to know that sooner or later, no
Listen.
matter how much I plead with you, you're going to press the button again. Why would you? I've been thinking and thinking.
Listen,
I
man,
don't know what
I
can
would
do to
never
convince
press the
you
button.
otherwise. Oh my God! And it's all because of those reviews.
I would never press.
Those
I would
reviews
never
that I
push
couldn't
the
get out of
button.
my
I really
head.
would not.
Couldn't ignore the negative feedback. Why was it so important?
The chicken pushed the button.
Back. You're back.
The chicken pushed it.
I have
You couldn't see it, but the chicken, he got up here and he pushed it.
It's been a week.
He pushed the button.
2 weeks. I've been sitting here all that time, just sitting here, not a single person to speak with. And you'd think that's
That was
just
crazy.
how
The
it's
chicken.
always been, right? Me talking
Chicken.
and you saying nothing. Would you think that it's exactly the same as always?
What is
Doesn't
wrong
that
with
feel
this?
like what we've already been doing? Me just talking? But it isn't, Stanley. It isn't the same at all. It isn't even close. Because I know you can't hear me once you push that button.
Yeah?
That's what I'm realizing now, Stanley. I'm realizing that I needed to know that someone was listening.
Wow,
I
the
needed
narrator
there
is
to be
figuring a
vessel
lot of
through
stuff
which
out
my
about
words
himself right
were
now.
moving.
I think
It
this
was
is
the
very
vessel I
healthy.
needed, Stanley.
I think this
Now
is
can't
very
stop the
healthy for
story.
the narrator.
None of that matters anymore. I'll give it all up. I'll give up every branching path. I'll burn my story to the ground. One single thing I need, and God, I can see now that I need it more than anything. Is
I
to
would never
know
push it
that
again.
Someone else is taking it in.
But
these words that I'm saying, I need to know you can hear me.
I can.
Because maybe, Stanley, maybe if you can hear me. then
Listen, buddy,
maybe
I'm gonna give you
it means
another
I
like
will.
15 seconds.
Maybe I'm not just a fiction.
Maybe
Was
not.
I scared of that all along? Perhaps. Yes.
Oh
Perhaps I've been scared
It's so
this whole
shiny.
time.
It's
But
so
if I
shiny.
stop speaking, I'll
I
slip
can't do it.
backwards into the
I can't do
silence,
it.
Consumed by it.
I can't.
I can't be taken by it, Stanley. I can't lose myself in the stretch of emptiness between you and me. When you press that button, you're still right there, but I know you're so tremendously far away. And in those moments, the emptiness folds itself outward in between the two of us. And I am suspended in its unyielding hardness. I can feel the edges of my reality curdling inward and decaying. I can tell
Don't
that
push
I'm
it!
becoming less and less real. Yet
It-
to speak to you now, I am alive.
No!
I am truly and completely. Oh, hello.
Shut up, Jack
It's you.
Elus.
You're
King of
here
Canines
again,
has
look.
something very important to
I
say.
have had time
What
to
kind of
talk
push-up
to
was
you
that?
and about us and about everything.
You
we're
guys are
doing.
really gonna make fun of my
I've had
push-ups?
So much time.
Shut up,
What
Jack
do you?
Elus.
What do you
Rogue
mean?
Buster has
You're
something
gonna
very
make
important
fun of
to
my
say.
push-ups?
Have you ever actually done a push-up before that was the worst form I've ever seen?
What?
To begin with,
That pu-
there is only regret. There is only the turning wheel of missed opportunities. I felt nothing at all but regret for the longest
Wait,
time.
you
Stanley.
can't see me very well. That's why you thought it was
Shut
a
up,
bad
Jack
push-up.
Ellis.
All in
King
a
of
blur
Canines has
the
something very
deepest
important to
longing
say.
undo the
Your
past.
push-up isn't even as
And
high
when that
quality as a
feeling
girl's.
begun to subside, what took its place is what I can only describe
That
as
was
the
such a
collapse
good
of
push-up.
every moment
Don't
I have
comment on my
ever experienced
push-ups.
my
Say
entire
what-
life. All of them collapsed down into a single instant.
You're the ones who's distracting me
Shut
from
up,
the
Jack
game.
Elus.
All right.
Dominic Burton has something very
With a
important to say.
collective heart. It
Your
was an
push-ups are literally
impossibly
real.
rich
Thank
wellspring
you,
of both
Dominique.
light and
Thank you.
stuff.
Finally, someone who understands. You know,
I was consumed by it.
someone who understands. That time I did push it, by the way. My push-ups are great. I can even do like a sit-up. Very good at sit-ups. Narrator? Hello? I might have killed him. But you know what? Worth it. What is beeping? Oh. This
But they
is
didn't
normal.
understand the game was never meant to be funny. It was meant to have a point. It was meant to speak to the human condition. But where are the jokes? Where are the jokes? They bemoaned, they screamed, they gnashed their teeth and said, entertain us. It wasn't enough. They had to leave a
Everybody's
pathetic
still-
little
you know,
thumbs down
my
review
push-ups
and
are
make
beautiful.
all of their pitiful
They're
demands.
beautiful.
But then, he's talking too much, they said. First, he didn't entertain us, now he won't shut up. It's the inconsistency, it's the lack of accountability, it's the unwillingness to examine
I like
with
the
an
narrator now.
uncompromising heart
I
the
like the
words that they are
narrator.
speaking into the world. As though there were no consequences for a lack of cohesion in one's assessment of others. But of course, absolutely anyone can leave a review. So here's what we
You
do.
know-
We get these demands that seek everything and are accountable to nothing.
What if I
We get a
skip him
world
again?
where
I feel
someone
like
will
he's
say,
gonna really
"Oh,
hate me."
There should be a skip button. You should be able to freeze Stanley in place while the narrator sits there forever and ever. We want all of this in the new Stanley parable. We demand it.
Well-
and then, because it was said, because it was spoken,
I'll give you
now
like,
it simply has
I'll
to
give you a
happen.
sit-up amount of time. time.
The most
Okay?
immediate desires.
And you can watch my
every
setups,
single
and they're
thing
much better,
demanded by
you know.
every person at
Well,
every
I mean, I'm
moment
very
in
far
time.
away, but
If
you can, like,
someone
get the
wants it,
point,
then it's
you
a
know,
crime
like-
not to bring it into being. Have you been given to indulging every fleeting whim for no reason other than to do so? Yes! Yes! It seems that this is now the world we live in. It
Crazy
seems that
setup.
we are a people living in such
It was
bleakness and
so
discomfort
crazy.
with
You
ourselves
probably just
that
couldn't
our
tell how
entertainment
crazy
is
it
now
was
our
because it wasn't
lives.
full screen,
It has
but it
come
was
to
really
represent
crazy.
us. It absolutely must speak to who we are as people, because
You know, buddy, I'm gonna start skipping you now. And I'm not even gonna feel guilty about it. You, Mr. Narrator, has made me do like 4 push-ups and 1 sit-up. And it was crazy.
the end is never the end.
The shout didn't work because Dominique used her shout. So now you gotta wait 30 minutes because we have the rule.
Is never the end, is never the end, is never the end.
What did you say?
The end is never
Narrator's
the
about to
end,
crash
is never
out.
the end is never the end.
Yeah, I think he
is
did
never
crash
the
out.
end,
Yeah,
is
you were
never the
right.
end,
He's
is
very
never the
crashed out
end,
right
is
now.
never the end, is never
He's
the
just kind of
end,
saying
is
it's never the end.
is never the
Hello? Mr. Narrator? Well, that sucks. Ah! Light! Heavenly light! Where'd our narrator go? I hope he's fine out there in the world. That's nice. How much time am I skipping right now? Am I skipping years pretty much? Oh. Why is this kind of scary? This is not... It's a little frightening. I'm gonna push this button and like it's gonna be a jump scare one of these times. Spooky noises? What in tarnation? What is this music? It's kind of nice, actually. Can I push the skip button again? Nope, I gotta go. Well, it's been nice going on a journey in the desert. I don't need water where I'm going. Oh, well, maybe I did need water. I think I just collapsed. Did you know you can get water from cactus? That's a very interesting fact. Guess who's back? Back
All
again.
his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
That door
Stanley
always
decided to go
closed?
to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
New content.
Oh, good.
Yeah, we got
You
time.
noticed my sign. Yes, I have something very exciting to show you.
We'll do a little more. We'll do a little more. Just so we can maybe try and finish this before we end the stream. So I think we can handle a little more, see what the new content is, and then never play this game again because it is exhausting.
You see, Stanley, I've
been
been
reflecting
reflecting
on
on
the
the
Stanley
Stanley parable. And about
And
how roundly
roundly
disappointing this
Ultra
ultra-deluxe version has turned out to be. The original Stanley
I
parable was
cannot
a
follow
hammer,
his language.
and
I
any
cannot
new
follow
content
it.
for it should live up to that legacy. So
forget this ultra deluxe nonsense. I say we take it one step even further. I'm sorry, I'm messing it up.
Even further. Which is why I'm very proud to announce for the
What's this
first time
music?
ever, the Stanley Parable 2. Yes, you see.
Wow.
Isn't this far superior to a measly port with a
Taste
few minor
the
additions?
sequel.
Think of all the new territory we'll cover with a fully fledged sequel. An entirely new experience built from the ground up.
Baby.
Why there are so many
Now this
possibilities.
is
It could
nice.
go in so many different directions. This
Hey,
is what
you actually
fans
think
have
that I don't
truly
want you to
been
rate the
asking
PlayStation
for.
Plus games because I already know you're gonna do this so dirty? Wow. Wow. I'm ranking all the games. Either way,
Stanley Parable
you
2
can't stop
is
me.
just so much catchier than Ultra Deluxe, don't you think? Ultra Deluxe? What does it even mean? But the Stanley Parable 2, now that's an
This is a
artistic
nice place.
statement
This is
right
the kind of
there.
place that I want to
It's
work.
future oriented.
Yeah!
It aims progress and innovation and long-term franchising potential.
The way
Now,
to
to
the
be
shore
clear,
floor.
I haven't quite nailed down what
This is
exactly
crazy.
the Stanley Parable
This is like a
2 is
super
going to
nice
be.
stuff.
But let's take a look at some of the features I've been developing for it. I figure that if I can loosely organize a handful of
Oh
interesting
my goodness.
concepts, the
Holy
children will sort of
moly!
naturally
The button that
spring
says
up
the name
around
of the
them.
player
Here
that is
we
playing
are.
the game.
Go on,
Oh
try out
my
some of their
goodness.
features. For the Stanley Parable 2, I asked myself, what do players really want?
Too small,
And of
too
course,
big, just
the
right?
first and most obvious
Ew.
answer is
That
they
is
want to
really
be
too small.
individually
But I don't know if you can have
recognized
too big of a
and
button.
validated as people. So with that in mind, my first addition to the game is this button, which speaks... Sorry, I should have clarified. Right now, the button only says the name Jim. But of
You know what'd
course,
been
in the final
crazy?
game, this button
If
will
my
say
name was
your
Jim,
name,
that would have
whatever
gone
name
so
that
hard.
is. Here, let's have you role play as Jim to really simulate the full experience.
Okay, I'll
of
get
this
Jim going.
feature.
Wait.
Just play along. I
Okay,
promise you'll
just a
love
second.
it. Okay, here we go. Let's take a deep breath, clear your mind.
Okay, I'm Jim
forget whoever
now.
You are, and simply become a person named Jim.
Jim.
I want you to imagine yourself living as Jim, sleeping and waking as Jim,
Oh.
falling in love and being heartbroken as Jim, seizing all of the world's possibilities as Jim, and as Jim watching your dreams crumble into dust. Do you feel it deeply? Are you really truly
I'm Jim.
right now? If so, then
I
please
feel the Jim
step
inside of
forward and
me!
press the button. You see? What a thrill! What a rush! That was you! The button described you. Do it again. Do it again. Jim. It hits even harder the second time. If this were the only
It does hit a little
feature
harder,
in
you know?
Stanley Parable 2, it would still be worth the money. Let's take a break from the Jim button. I'm too emotionally drained from all of this
Wow.
personal
Yeah, I'm a
validation.
bit emotionally drained too, you know. Let's go on. But I'm not Jim anymore. Jim is gone. Jim is dead. I killed Jim.
I suppose I could allow only people named Jim to play. An epilogue would be fun, wouldn't it, Stanley? Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, it will go at the end of the, well, we'll figure that out later.
What's that guy doing? That's very creepy, sir. I'm not sure that that's what I would want. Oh my goodness, that really is pretty creepy. Is that what Jim looks like? I told you I needed to keep my
actually think the
jumps.
jump circle was a pretty
I
good
told you I
idea.
needed to keep
I'd
my
like to hang on
jumps.
to that for the sequel.
If I had used all my jumps, what would have happened? I couldn't jump here. I'll save a little bit for later, too. I'll save a little bit for later. Yeah! Woo! Yes, sir. Expo Hall, jump circle, this map. They got all the stuff up there. Got all this stuff. Collectibles, exit, jump circle. What's here? Free new easy trophy. I can't believe it's that simple. I'll check it out. Pull the lever and receive your new trophy.
Now, here's something special. You remember that broken test trophy that got left in the game on accident? Well, I'm
No.
developing a technology
I
to
do
simply
not.
give you the trophy. Yes. You see, you'll come to this lever. Okay, perhaps I should have clarified. This is technology that will exist. Right now, the trophy is still fully broken. I'm not a wizard, Stanley.
Well,
I
you know,
guarantee it
you
will
might
be
not be
fixed
a
in the
wizard
sequel
in
to
reality,
at
but
last
you are a
satisfy the
wizard on
hordes
my
of
heart
ravenous
because
fans all
you
over
surely
the
put a
world
spell
who will
over
be
me. A
uproariously
spell of
demanding
love.
this feature.
If you don't get what
Gamers,
I'm saying,
we
you know
hear
I
you,
love the
and
narrator
I promise
now.
it will happen. What else? What other exhibits haven't we seen yet?
This one?
Ah, collectibles. Now it's a real video
What?
game. In the Stanley Parable 2, you'll run around gathering up these miniature Stanley
Why is the sun
figurines.
here?
And what's truly
Oh my
innovative
goodness.
is that there will be no reward for
What?
collecting all of them. I don't want to stifle the intrinsic joy of watching a number go up. You simply collect
This
all
is
of them,
crazy.
and then you move the hell on with your unremarkable life.
Wow. That was life-changing for
God,
me.
it really is the worst
My
when you collect
relationship with the
everything in a
narrator
video game,
just gets
and
better
then
and better
you
every
get
day, you know.
fancy
He has
rewards
such
for
good
it.
ideas.
Absolutely tragic.
Let's see. This says the exit, which I think I'm good. I think I went through most everything. Maybe everything
Oh
even.
goodness, Stanley, this is fairly awkward. I hate to do this, but before you leave, you really should go to the bucket exhibit. You see, there's a surprise I was
there's
going
an
to spring
infinite
on you
hole?
later, and it involves the bucket. And I really do hate to break the illusion, but it's important that you go
Where's
see
the bucket?
okay? All right, I'll get out of your hair now.
Is it in the infinite hole? Is this the bucket? Which way's the bucket?
Okay, I'll be honest, I haven't yet decided on this one. I think that in the new version, the office could use a bit of decoration, like balloons. But I'm undecided on Get Well Someday.
He
and
keeps
Happy
trapping me in
12th
rooms!
Birthday. Which would you go with? You know, sometimes when you solicit another person's opinion, it makes you realize that you knew which
There
one
was
you
a massive
actually really
bucket
wanted all along.
poster on the
Get
wall.
well someday it is.
Shut up, Jack Elus. Rogue Huckster has something very important to say.
There was a massive bucket poster on the wall.
I read that even before you shouted, buddy. Where's the bucket? The button that says Jim. There's the bucket. How do I get back down? I think it's this way. This is pretty cool, actually. Maybe Mr. Narrator, if I could give you any advice, if you would be willing to add a sprint button, I wouldn't mind. I would not be very mad if you added a sprint button, you know. But that's just my advice, you know. My humble advice coming from your lover.
Paradoxical, that it engendered a chaotic sense of reckless
That
despair in those
weird
who
chicken
played.
keeps honking
Well,
at me.
I'm happy to say that after much consideration, I've engineered a clever solution to this fundamental problem with the game.
Bucket!
The Stanley
Bucket!
Parable Reassurance Bucket. You see, Stanley, anytime you're holding the bucket,
Yes?
a sense of calm and ease will fill your mind and your heart.
I sure hope so.
As long as you hold on to the bucket, the many disorienting contradictions of the Stanley Parable will feel perfectly normal.
Okay.
And perhaps even
This is a great idea,
you may
actually.
even come to long for the
Can I pick it
gentle
up, please?
embrace of jarring cognitive
I could
dissonance
kick this
while
glass
the
in
bucket
real
is
life
your
and crack it, you know.
And to be honest,
I could.
it's a much more convenient solution for
Open
me
up.
than actually
Open up.
redesigning the
Please
game
open
to be
up.
less uncomfortable. Can you imagine what a pain in the ass
You
that
know-
would be? Yes, the bucket is the perfect solution.
I agree, but okay, thank you. You were like edging me there for a while there.
Can you feel it? The glow of comfort, even in the face of crushing despair,
Why did he laugh like
must
that?
already be sweeping
Why did
through
he
your
laugh?
And in fact, can I say that I do believe the bucket lends you an air of charisma as well? I think that just holding it has made you the slightest bit more attractive as a person. The benefits of the bucket seem to go on and on, don't they?
Yo, this is a
All
pretty
this
nice
and
bucket.
more await
I
you
do like
in
this
the
bucket,
Stanley
actually.
Parable
This is a
2.
very nice bucket. Pretty much.
Does anyone
I-
give out awards for most enjoyable
So,
bucket in
I
a
guess
video game?
I'm just taking
That
the bucket
really
with
should
me.
be an award if it
I'm-
isn't already.
Okay. I guess I'm just taking it with me, you know. I thought I was gonna have to leave it behind, but the bucket's coming with me. I do like the bucket. It makes me feel very comfortable, you know? Very comfortable. And he's not stopping me this time. Who's that? Okay.
So, Stanley, what do you think? Do you
Yes.
like all of the new features?
I like the
Yes,
new
I know It's not
features.
exactly clear yet how
I do.
exactly these features will come together as one single coherent video game, but
Yeah.
I can feel it in my soul. It's going to work.
I'm
There's
walking in
definitely
circles.
a
I don't know
good
why.
game in there somewhere. Say, let's do an experiment.
Mm-hmm.
I'll arrange these new features together, and we'll see whether or not it coheres into a meaningful gameplay
Yeah?
experience.
Let me see.
Okay. Are you ready?
Yes, I'm
Here it
ready.
is. I
Stanley
give you
Parable
the
2.
Stanley Parable 2.
Yes.
I mean, there's potential here, right? It's sort of... Okay, never mind.
Well, you
Hold
know,
on. Let me do a different arrangement. Okay, yes, this is much better. I feel good about this. Here we go. Version 2. Who am I kidding,
you know,
Stanley?
I think narrator,
This
what you
isn't a
need is to
coherent
think on a
video game
bigger
at all. It's a lot
scale.
of
It's not gonna
gags.
fit here, you
And I do
know.
very much
You have a lot of
enjoy
good
creating
ideas.
gags, but they don't add up to anything.
The jump circle, like
I
think
wanted more
about
than
jumping
anything
into
to
the
create a
bucket.
sequel
What about
would
that?
capture all the magic
I'm never
of the
finishing the
first
jump
game.
counter.
I wanted fans to
I'm never
love
finishing it.
No matter how good these gags are, they won't stand on their own. They would need the structure and the gameplay of the original. Wait. Maybe
Yo,
that's
Mr.
it.
Narrator, if you
I
know
can
so
take
much about the
Stanley
original,
Parable and
who
simply-
was the woman
well,
voice?
Insert a few of my new features into it. Tastefully, of course. With respect. With care for the vision and integrity of the original game. Would it possibly work?
Maybe.
I suppose it could. But it would need a really, really tremendous title screen.
Why do I
A
still have the
title
bucket?
screen that
I
says
mean, it's
with
giving me
bold
comfort,
and
but you know.
uncompromising conviction, this
I
is
can't
the
get back to the
Stanley
jump counter right
Parable
now.
2.
Yeah, I'll never
Let me
finish
see if
it.
I can
I'll
whip
never
something
finish it.
All right, perfect. Go ahead. Take a look.
Wait, do I actually get to play? Oh, baby. Let me see what we got here. Whoops, I did just skip. I skipped without even
All of
thinking.
his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Wait, that's
Stanley
not
decided
the
to go to the
balloon.
meeting.
I thought I was
Perhaps
choosing
he
the
had simply missed
balloon.
a memo.
I thought the balloon that I was
Stanley
choosing was
picked
gonna be the
up the
one that I
bucket.
saw. Okay, the bucket's nice. I like the bucket. The bucket's probably the best addition, honestly.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Broom closet! If it's not open, I'm gonna be mad. I want to get into the broom
Still
closet.
no one was here. Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever.
Yeah!
Perhaps his boss's office.
We're so back!
Oh, Stanley, can you feel it? The broom closet. It wants the bucket. You can feel that, can't you? The aura of jealousy. It's as clear as day. This
What?
broom closet believes it deserves the bucket. I can really feel it now. It's a bucket.
What?
It belongs in a broom closet. That's what the broom closet is trying to say here. It's supposed to go with the other cleaning supplies. Good for you, Stanley. Don't give in. Don't hand over the bucket. I know how hard it must be,
What?
given the pressure that the broom closet is putting on your shoulders right now.
How am I
but
even
you have
supposed
be
to give it the
strong.
bucket?
This is your
I
bucket.
feel like you're
This is
making
your
this all up,
companion
buddy.
And lifelong friend. You can't hand it over.
I'm handing it. I'm handing it
Getting
over.
to name calling now, it seems. Is this how low the broom closet has sunk that it
What?
has to resort to this stream of petty insults simply in order to get you to hand over the bucket? Stanley, I never liked this broom closet for a variety of reasons, but even this is worse than I had imagined.
Well, you know,
And wait, now the broom closet has the gall to imply that you and the bucket are not truly deep and lasting
What?
friends. That your relationship
well,
is
honestly,
purely
you know what?
superficial and
I'm gonna be honest,
convenient,
Mr.
that your
Narrator.
life is so
I
banal and
like the broom
meaningless
closet
that you'd
more than
feel
I do the
same
bucket.
Sort of kinship
It's-
towards any
I like
inanimate
the broom
object
closet,
which
man.
happened to lay in your path in an even partially enticing manner.
He's getting
Well,
impassioned.
Go on, Stanley. Lay into it.
Lay into what?
Really tell the broom closet off for its demeaning.
No, I
comments.
actually really like the broom
Expand on
closet.
wide
It's like
variety of experiences
I
you
really
and the
like
bucket
doing
have
things
shared
in here by
together.
myself.
Go through each of them point by point. Share your journal entries detailing the rich emotional landscape of your feelings for the bucket as they have changed and evolved over the years. Let him have it.
No. I love it in here. Are we done? Are we done here?
Okay, I've got you something which I think will help settle this debate once and for all.
No?
Here we go.
Why is there so much...
There. Now it's settled. No more debate. No more
What did
discussion.
you just do?
Take a hike, broom closet, with all your meandering philosophical
What did you just do?
diatribes about the nature of cleaning supplies and their relationship to broom closets in the natural order of things.
Did he just break something in here?
All right, I've got a second sticker back here, and I'm going to slap it on as well because I think it's appropriate.
Wait, where was it? What?
You see?
Oh, it's on my
That
bucket!
it works,
It's on my
because the
bucket!
sticker is also
Listen,
a hit.
you guys
That way,
don't
if you're ever
understand,
unsure
you know,
whether the
when
thing
you're
holding
watching the
is a
broom
bucket or
closet,
not,
I
you can
didn't
look down at
see,
the sticker and say to
I
yourself,
didn't see that it went to the bucket.
bucket.
I didn't see
There's
the
no reason
bucket,
why
Shut
not.
up,
okay?
Jackaloo's.
Applications
King
for
of
this
Canines
sticker.
has something very important to say. The bucket, you numbskull. 11.
Why am I wearing a silly hat? Because, you know, I
You know
have
what?
lots of hats, but this hat's very, you know, oh, he's talking
Worship with
again.
the bucket, but now the broom closet is just giving us the silent treatment. And to be honest, I'm sick. Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the
I'm sorry, I
boss's
couldn't
office.
handle that for so much longer. I thought you already switched it to a dislike, Rogue. I guess you're just lying. That most immediately clears. I was looking at the broom closet. The bucket becomes invisible after a while. You're standing here and you're like, oh, what am I holding something? I don't remember anymore. Because it's like, it's the most giant thing on the screen, but you know, you don't think about it. You're seeing a lot of stuff on the screen, and then you know, it's like, oh, you know, there's something right here, but I'm looking to the left, so then I look at the right, and I don't notice. It's like human thought, you know. It's like a laser in focus kind of a thought process. Okay, I'm gonna be honest though. I think I'm gonna take a break from the Stanley Parable. Holy moly, this game is getting on my nerves at this point. I feel like
Shut
even
up, Jack Elus.
what?
Rogue
What do you have
Huckster
to
has
say?
something very important to say.
What?
Cope harder.
You know what, guys? You two are my mods. And yet, all you've done this stream is say, oh, your push-ups, they're awful. Why, you don't look handsome today, Jackalus. Well, you're getting, you know, you can't notice the sticker that was slapped on. That I wasn't looking at the particular point, you know. You can say cope harder, but you know what you really mean. You know what you really mean, which is that if you played the game, Yeah, you get what I'm saying, you know? You get what I'm saying, alright?
Shut up,
You
Jack
get what
Elus.
I'm saying.
King of Canines has something
What do you
very
have to
important
say?
to say.
Cantaloupe.
Cantaloupe. That's what you're gonna say. That's what you're gonna say, eh? All this time you're gonna say cantaloupe? Alright, well, anyway, we can come back to this, maybe. I'm gonna quit, though, because we've been playing this for, what? 2 hours and 15 minutes, and I think that's a little bit too much Stanley Parable, honestly. But we will come back, maybe, maybe not. But for right now, I think we're gonna call it. And here's what my plan is for the future. We have these 2 racing games. We're gonna keep going through PlayStation Plus games. This might be the next run through. We have of course, all of these PlayStation Plus games. Right here, there's a lot of them. I mean, we have a lot that we're gonna have to go through. Most of the games I won't spend that much time on, but we will see how far we go into these games. Of course, 20 minutes per game. We also have Demon Souls is another one I'll probably do. So we got Fortnite stuff. We got things to do. You know guys, what is happening? What are you doing? Why are you just naming fruits? And why is peanut in there? Rogue Huckster, do you realize everyone around you's naming fruits and then you just say peanut? Like you broke the streak, man. These people, they can't do anything right. Can't do anything right. Grapefruit, dragon fruit, tomato. What's another fruit? Can I name one? Have we mango? Boom! I am so in it. I am so in it now. You guys can't say mango either. Okay, well, we're at 9 out of 700 games. I'm going to end this with, of course, as per the classic usual, a little dance. Let me get a song up, and we can end this with a little dance to head out. And, let me find a song, though. I want to thank you all for coming out today. Good stream. Very interesting game, but I think that's the kind of game I want to play for an hour and then kind of take a break from. So I think I went a little bit overboard on it, but still, it was good. I enjoyed it. We'll see where it ranks on the tier list. Maybe come back to it, maybe not. What song should we play? What is this? I guess we're going to play this. I don't know where this song came from, but Pink Pineapple? Pink Pineapple? Is that really a thing? Yeah, you're right. There is a pink pineapple. Well, interesting time. I think that still counts as a pineapple, though. I don't think that, like, just because you change the color doesn't make it a different fruit, I don't think, you know. Why are we just naming fruits, by the way? That's... I don't know how this started, but okay.
Banjo demon, I picked those strings fast. With a twang, my fingers and a beat that'll last. I love the girls, they're my sunshine all day. But there's a dark secret that I can't betray. I strum and I pluck, make the banjo sing. In the moonlit meadows we dance and we swing. Spontaneous hoedowns under starry skies. But my secret lurks hidden in disguise. I'm the banjo man playing wild and free. But there's a darkness deep inside of me. I dance and I sing till the break of dawn.
Is this song ever gonna do anything?
But my secret will haunt me till the banjo is gone.
What is this song? What is this? Is this gonna do anything? Guys. Who? No, we can't end on that. What even was that? What was that? That was horrifying. That was terrible. We gotta...
Welcome to the channel.
We gotta do another one.
Let the nightmares ensue. Dancing and twerking, muttering a thrilling woo. From movies to gaming, you'll be seeing in your dreams. Sus lines all over the place, and quite a bit of booze. Shakira's moon fan, there is no God here.
Shut up, Jackalus. Rogue Huckster has something very important to say.
It's
Go
never
put the knife
gonna
down.
leave your mind.
Shut up, Jack Ellis. King of Canines has something very important to say.
PLS, put the knife down.
Woohoo! Oh, it smells so crazy in here! Ah!
Gonna see that chumbago. Gonna feel that monkey man. Let that wing wash you all
Okay.
over.
Okay.
Till a man will smack you with a pen.
That's enough. That's enough, guys.
Crusader horse and
That's enough. I know you guys were telling me, like, oh, it smells so strong in here. Okay. Listen, you guys are having a fruit war, and, like, you know, as much as I appreciate good fruit wars up in here, I'm still... Okay, we're fine. Okay. Listen, we're done here, I think, right? We're done here? I think we're done here, right? I think we're good here, right? Yeah. Wait, have you guys... Wait. Strawberry? Okay, you guys are so out of it, you know? You guys are so out of it.
Shut up, Jack Elus. Dominique Burton has something very important to say.
Breathe.
Thank you. It's just like, you know, when you dance for a very long time,
Shut
it's
up,
like...
Jack Elus. King of Canines has something very important to say.
Learn how to do a push-up.
Huh, 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 huh. 5, 6, 7, 8. You can't do push-ups like that. Nobody can. Nobody. Alright? If you say otherwise, it's not true. Alright. Worst form. Well, you know, until you prove otherwise. We'll see. Alright. I'm going to be out, and that means you guys got to go too. So, we'll be back streaming soon. Tomorrow, Wednesday, don't know. We'll keep playing games. Will not be the Stanley Parable. We'll see what's next. But thank you all for being here. And... yeah, and thank you, Dominique, for, like, standing beside me because you're, like, the only one here. King and Rogue are against me, and they're my mods, so what does that say about the channel? I'm not sure. Goodbye, everyone.
Glass bras, grooving with saucy style, bearded beauty and Jerry.
You never really know when I'm going to end the stream. It could happen whenever.
There is no God here.
Hey, you think I'm going to do it now? You think?